Happy Monday once again, boys and girls. We are here for the October 21st Monday Night Raw live reaction. What's up? How's it going? First things first, do I sound like Darth Vader? I think I'm all right because I actually checked things this time, but I'm going to double check myself and we'll say hi, and Raw's about to kick off here right now.
Happy Monday.
All right, we sound good. All right, no Darth Vader. Wonderful. Awesome. No technical difficulties tonight. Of course, when it doesn't matter during a live stream, during the podcast, that's important. I didn't have my shit together. But anyway, we're here for an interesting Raw, a couple of interesting matches, but not really sure what we're going to see in terms of like a really good show or anything. What's going on, guys? I'll say hello in the chat here. Jose and Harry and Infamous and Gooner, Mr. T, Jose, Colin, Millennial, Roderick, Barry, good to see ya. How Wheezy's here too. Nice. All right, we got some mods in the house. Wonderful. Yes, I am going to be joining the Street Profits tonight, as you saw in the thumbnail. So I'm going to have to step out real quick during that match, but I'll be back. Just talk amongst yourselves in the chat. No, but on all seriousness, I don't know who their partner is going to be. I know who I would like it to be. Matt Riddle tweeted out, bro, when that match was announced, so it would be cool if it was him, but it's probably somebody dumb. All right, Raw is kicking off. Here we go. Hey, Bubba, saw that picture you tweeted me. Thank you for that. That was cool. Slaughter looked like he had you in a shoot clutch there for a minute. That's awesome. Slaughter's cool. I've met him before. I met him on his birthday one time and wished him happy birthday. And he was amazed that I knew it was his birthday. All right, they're recapping last week. We're 1 week after the draft, and we've got an inter-promotional match booked for Crown Jewel. That's lovely. This match at Crown Jewel, man, we talked about it on Saturday. I'll answer the super chats in a second, but the match cannot be stopped for any reason. Okay. Just seems like they're not making things any easier on themselves when they have to put in stupid stipulations like that. They should have made the stipulation, we won't do something stupid again, you know, or something. That's all they were really trying to tell us there with that stip, saying, okay, we're not going to do a bullshit ending like Hell in the Cell. That's all you had to say. Seth, the arsonist. I guess he's not the architect anymore. Not sure if he's in the doghouse either. Who caught the video of him doing the signing? And the girl is like, he's signing a doll or something with the white tights. And she's like, why don't you wear this gear anymore? And he's like, because Vince won't let me. And she's like, why? And he goes, because he's a weird old man. Which was the highlight of my week. Everybody's mad at Seth Rollins today because he said AEW's minor leagues. Oh my God, my heart can't take it. Didn't your parents ever teach you if you can dish it out, you need to be able to take it? What Seth said is hardly the worst thing that's been said in this war between these two brands. Hell, just 3 weeks ago, Kenny had some video where he's mocking NXT hardcore. What's the difference? They're both baby faces, so you can't use that excuse. I think I know what it is. One's allowed to do it, the other's not. All right. I still haven't really been able to get a feel for this new opening and if I even like it. What's the verdict from you guys? I think I like it. I don't really know any other matches announced except for the 6-man. Oh, and Sin Cara? I didn't even know he was... Where's he been? He's been on 205 Live or something? I kind of forgot about him, and he's wrestling Andrade tonight. I thought he was gone from WWE. I don't know how I've missed him in the last 2 years, but I literally have not thought about him in probably 2 years. Maybe even more. Let me go up here and answer some of them super chats as Vic Joseph welcomes us. Barry, thank you, brother. For the $5, have you seen the new Undertaker belt WWE is selling for over $700? No. Like a replica belt? Oh, Flair's opening things up. No, I have not seen that. Was it like a custom? No, I haven't seen that. Jesus, that's not something I'd buy. Holy crap. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate that. Sending love to this super chat. Stay awesome. I will try. No promises. I'm kind of a dork. All right, here comes Flair. What's the beer tonight? Stella, as always, probably going to have only one or two. I got lots of stuff I'm working on tonight, so I don't want to be having to get my buzz on. So I'll drink super lightly, and then I'll wrap things up with my leftover beverage from Rubio's. Shout out to Rubio's. Awesome tacos. He was at the Atlanta Falcons game yesterday. He doesn't stop traveling. I don't know how, like, I mean, his health, he had that big scare, and he jumped right back on the road as if he's 32 years old. Just be careful, Nate. I literally, Sin Cara, unless I have been completely oblivious and I haven't watched 205 Live in a while, I don't know if he's been there, I completely forgot he existed. And then I see him advertised for a match tonight. I don't even know what happened to him or where he's been. PBR was my jam back in North Carolina. All the beach bars I would go to, they'd always have like dollar PBR nights, man. Back in my younger days. Drinking shit beer on the beach. Doesn't get no better than that. My thoughts on the new commentary team, I like them. It's only been a few weeks, but I really like the fresh faces. Lawler I could do without, but can't have everything. Yeah, you did. You were talking... Look at Flair healing. I love this. I didn't realize they were in Cleveland. I don't even know who's on his team. And that's not even really a knock on Sin Cara. I just legitimately forgot about him. Like, I don't know where the hell he's been. All of a sudden, he's advertised. Like, and I know there's been two of them. I've kind of forgotten how that story went, too. So, Sin Cara is just a confusing character to me. And I don't like to be confused. Little nature boys. I'm a big nature boy. Oh, wow, look at them.
Or they wouldn't be in the WWE. But they're nothing like the Nature Boys team. And guess what? I've got the last hand to play.
Oh, yeah, he's got one more guy.
I used to know your mother.
Oh, my God. I bet you did, Rick. Probably knew his grandmother, too. What is it? Ric Flair's social security number is 1? It's got to be McIntyre, maybe. Or is he on SmackDown? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Flair, are you gonna... Don't have a heart attack, please. Not on Raw. Oh, it is Drew. Ha! I was trying to think of, like, people. I was thinking Joe at first. I'm like, no, it's probably McIntyre. All right, he's been out for an injury. Good to see him back. Help me out. He's on... Oh, maybe he is on Raw. I thought he was on SmackDown. Guess he's a Raw guy. I don't know. Happy to say my voice is somehow back. It actually completely came back during the podcast on Saturday. I went to work sounding fine. My throat still is a little sore, but it's back. So provided I don't have any more crazy sneeze and I dislodge my larynx, I should be able to talk. I was really annoyed with Saturday. I just could not speak all the way. I think the podcast suffered for it, but I'll have my act together next week. For episode 10. We're 10 deep into the Winged Eagle. All right, Flair, let's heal some other... Okay, you've done enough shitting on the Cleveland sports teams. You're smarter than that. You can get heat better than that.
Ric Flair, you asked for a favor, and it's been granted. Sir, grab yourself a seat, get a front row view, and I warn you, but you'll enjoy it. Things are gonna get uncomfortable. because I'm going to give you all a preview exactly what I'm going to do to Team Hogan at the Crown Jewel.
I know Flair's got Lashley, McIntyre, and Orton, and a couple more. I just can't think of who. There's some beef on that team. Here comes Ricochet. Dude, they had a phenomenal match a few weeks ago. Remember Ricochet beat him? Was that the King of the Ring? That was a good match. Well, you have Drew get that win back here, if this is happening. I still think Ricochet needs Pyro. I know, I really don't want to sneeze. I've held a couple of them back. I just got to be really careful, because otherwise I'll re-aggravate everything again. I'll probably sneeze again on Friday afternoon right before the podcast the next day and screw everything up again. What's the latest on, there's some rumblings that Roman might have hurt himself on the live event? That's kind of scary, especially when they just replaced Seth with him as the captain of Team Hogan, and then you're going to have to replace him again if he's not able to go. But I don't even know the extent of his injury, if it's even a big deal at all. WWE doesn't seem too freaked about it, at least right now. So we'll see. But you got to think... Oh, yeah, I think Corbin's on that team too, right? Yeah, there's a lot of big dudes on that team. Because I think Corbin might be moving into a... Am I reading this right? It looks like, because he did attack Roman in the IC title match with Shinsuke on Friday, that it's going to be Corbin and Roman? Yeah. I mean, okay, WWE, I think you can, like, let it go. You know, it seemed like their agenda for a while there was doing whatever they could do to get Roman Reigns cheered. Well, I think the fans' anger has been deflected and distracted somewhere else. So they're kind of like not on his case right now anyway. So you can kind of give it up for right now. Don't put him in the ring with Corbin just so you can ensure that Roman Reigns is getting cheered. I don't think, booing Roman is cool to do at the moment. It will become cool again as soon as he wins a belt. But at least for right now, the fans are all up the ass of other people like Seth Rollins and shit like that. So I don't think you need to worry about putting Roman in there with someone that he'll be cheered against. We don't need any more Roman and Baron Corbin. And plus, if you're going to push Corbin, push him. Don't have it, because if he gets into a feud with Roman Reigns here and they have a pay-per-view match or something, you know who's winning that. So Corbin has had a pretty decent year. He's lost a couple of big matches, but he's won a couple of big matches, like at WrestleMania, King of the Ring. So push him or don't. Yeah, I'm not sure when the Usos are going to resurface and where they're going to sign. The AOP is back there on Raw, which I'm sure they will be immediately thrown right into something with the Viking Raiders. Yeah, Millennial Spark. I was going to mention that. That's cool. I don't know, like, Orton has been around for so long, and he's got a bunch of money. He's got no reason. I just like it when people, I've said this a million times over the years, I love it when wrestlers especially just don't need the WWE anymore. You know what I mean? They can do whatever they want, give zero fucks, tweet whatever they want, say whatever they want. If WWE doesn't like it, then they can go fuck themselves. And that's kind of like what Orton's doing right now. His contract is up next summer. He tweeted a picture, I think at the airport or something, next to a sign that said Elite. And then or I think it was on Instagram, I'm sorry, with the caption, TikTok, TikTok. He tagged Luke Harper, The Revival, Chris Jericho, Cody Rhodes, and maybe somebody else. So he tagged All Elite Wrestling guys, and he tagged guys in WWE whose contracts are coming up and have been rumored to be jumping and getting the hell out of there too. So that is really cool. That can mean one of two things. Orton is chomping at the bit to get the hell out of WWE for a couple years and go do something else, or he's leveraging for a bigger contract. Could be either way there. We really don't know. But Orton, the fact that he's like he does not care about the consequences at all. If anything's going to happen to him or whatever, he probably doesn't care. He's in the driver's seat in that situation. WWE doesn't want him to go to AEW. They're going to offer him an extension no matter what he tweets or puts on Instagram. And I like it when talent cannot be controlled by WWE. That warms my heart. And Orton is in a position in his career. He's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. He's like, I'll do whatever the hell I want. Not only Can I do whatever I want and leave this company? They will still put me in the Hall of Fame. You know, they're not going to pretend I don't exist. His legacy cannot be ignored. You know, that would be like trying to pretend John Cena didn't exist or someone like that. Impossible. So I like it when WWE, at least there's a couple of names out there that they don't have by the balls. And I love it. And I hope he leaves. I hope he jumps. I mean, AEW could use a big name like that, you know? Another big one. You know, Jericho can't wrestle forever. He's 74 years old, you know, so stick Randy Orton over there. Let him kind of be the Jericho. Let him be the figurehead heel with a faction or whatever. Hell, think of the things he could do with Cody Rhodes, you know, given their history and some of the other guys there, for that matter. So, just for the more, I think the wrestling fans might benefit from a star that big jumping ship. Again, he's not a shifting of power type of name. He's not going to be enough to tip the scales in AEW's favor, and then they're going to be better than, you know, and bigger than WWE. That's not going to happen. Not one person's going to be able to do that, but he'll be a big help, and he'll be a big credit to the roster, and he will be proof that, okay, this is not some bullshit competition. This is a real place for guys to go. It was like that TNA had that briefly back in 2006. Remember when they snagged Kurt Angle? That was major for them. TNA squandered it away. So hopefully AEW won't do the same if they do land a name like him. But we need that, you know. We need some big names jumping just for the sake of the war, you know what I mean? On both sides. Sooner or later, you'll get somebody pissed at AEW and jump over to WWE. It'll happen. Not everybody's over there sucking each other's dicks. There's going to be some tension and unhappiness and, you know, feathers ruffled and things like that. No company is exempt of that. Happens everywhere. And it'll happen there too. Oh, if TBS picked up NWA Power, it'd be huge. It would be. That would be the station that I would want them on. What do they probably air some syndicated bullshit right now at 6:05 on Saturdays. It's probably a rerun of, I don't know, some dumbass show. Just move that and keep it an hour. You know, don't do anything crazy. Don't change the production. Don't put it in a big arena. Don't try to sell tickets. You know, and put it on TBS as like a throwback. I don't know. You're not going to be looking at big numbers, though. But that's probably realistically the only way they can really make money is to get a TV deal. But it's super easy to watch on YouTube. Damn, Drew is strong. Still think WWE's wasting him too. Remember a couple months ago, I think it was like this summer, I had this whole, like, completely laid out plan for him going all the way to next year's WrestleMania, winning the Universal title. I thought they were setting him up for a match with The Undertaker, remember? Weren't they, like, kind of teasing that? That it might be Drew and Undertaker? So I was like, Drew should take on Undertaker at SummerSlam, beat him, then beat a few more people during the fall, then win the Royal Rumble, then have John Cena come back, win the Universal title so he can break Ric Flair's record, although he might not break it now that they're referring to him as a 17-time champion, or at least they did the other week. Have him break that record, win a belt that he hasn't won yet. Cena hasn't won the Universal title, so that'll be good for its lineage. Then he goes into WrestleMania to face the winner of the Royal Rumble, Drew McIntyre, and drop it to him. I just thought that was such a great idea. And boy, that was stopped in its tracks about 4 days after I had that idea. Hopefully with the draft, this will actually give guys like him more of an opportunity at the top, but I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, I think Drew's going to win this. He has to. This is his return match. He just came back, got announced on Team Flair. Ricochet beat him in the tournament. This is all McIntyre. If he loses this, I will be no appreciative. Antoine, thank you for a couple of super chats there. Sorry you're late. I'll forgive you. And appreciate the $2. And did you have another one? Yeah, you did. $5. Thanks for that too, dude. The news quote on Roman, I saw this, said the Reigns took a hard bump between the cage and the wall and the ropes, or cage wall and the ropes. And Greg, brother, there is no war, man. Sorry. I don't know if you're referring to AEW and NXT. Yeah, there most definitely is. All you have to do is read Twitter. There is definitely a war. Not only between the company, but between the fans. It's a war. Might be a one-sided war, but it's a war nonetheless. What about Netflix for NWA? Maybe. I've actually don't have Netflix right now. I had it forever, and then about a year ago, I was just like, I don't even watch it. So with Netflix, you can like cancel it and come back to it. So I was like, okay, I'll just cancel it and see how long I can not have it. And maybe if I need it, I'll just reopen it. I've never had a use for it since. So I'd have to get Netflix if they went over there. So I'd vote TBS, Ratnick. Yeah, the thumbnail was funny. I was actually prepping for the stream last night. I was like, oh, I'll get my thumbnail ready and put the link up and all that. And I noticed that the silhouette of the mystery partner was just like a bald-headed dude. I'm like, man, I would fit perfectly right in there. So I just did a little bit of photo editing fun. Thought I'd have some fun this week. I haven't even checked our audience. What do we have in here? Is anybody in here? All right, 200 people. I can live with that. Smash that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. All that shit. Oh yeah, Jets, Patriots, right? I've got it on now, 0-0. Fucking Patriots are 6-0, Jesus. That fucking team. You're calling the Jets upset? I don't think so. I hate the Patriots, but they're gonna destroy the Jets. I'm up 50 points in fantasy, and my opponent has Le'Veon Bell going in this game. So as long as he doesn't score 6 touchdowns, I should be all right. You haven't missed anything yet, Jet the Hawk. So far, it's just Ricochet and McIntyre. McIntyre was announced as the final member of Team Flair for Crown Jewel. Not that it matters. That's going to be a babyface victory all the way there, I think, for Team Hogan. And now he's wrestling Ricochet. And I have a feeling this one's going to be all McIntyre because he's just returning. Ricochet already beat him in the tournament. Give him his win back. How do alcoholics get in their house? Whiskies. Did you know that it's a 10-minute walk from my house to the bar, but it's an hour-long walk from the bar to my house? The difference is staggering. Is butt cheeks one word, or should I spread them apart? Thank you, Impact Wrestling. Appreciate it. I'll be fine tonight. I just hope Montez and AJ Styles can keep up with me. I mean, they're not as athletic as I am, so I worry that I'm going to make them look bad, but fingers crossed that they don't get buried at my expense. Oh, yeah, Element. Well, yeah, I know how many he's won and everything, but WWE had 17-time world champion up on the graphics last week. So that was either a typo or they're trying to pull a fast one on us, which wouldn't surprise me if WWE just decides to rewrite history. Is this shit next week? No, we got one more Raw before Crown Jewel. And I will be off on Halloween, so I'll watch Crown Jewel or some of it, and I'll probably do a live stream or something that day. Who is going to win first match? I don't know. It hasn't happened yet, but my money's on Drew. Pedram. Vontae, you loved my jokes. You were laughing. Don't pretend. Don't be fronting like you weren't laying down in your living room laughing, calling your friends around to watch it and replay it. You were out here trying to pretend like it's dumb. Please. Damn, Ricochet, watch out, dude. Did I see Byron Saxton doing the ring announcing during the live events? Is that what they have him doing? Flair. Flair. Oh my God. Why do they let him talk with a microphone on live? God. So you interviewed a crazy drunk man on the street. In fucking Daytona Beach on spring break. Hey, you got Mahomes on your fantasy. I played against Mahomes this week too, and he didn't do shit. And I had Matt Ryan, who got me 2 points, and I still won by 50. I'm in first place. I got the most points. I'm crushing my league. I lost the first 2 games of the season. I started 0-2, lost each game by a point or less, and I've been 5-0 since. Like murdering people. I think Ric Flair had too much of the something. Nice. That was a good drop kick, and that was a good way to take it by McIntyre. He had his arms in the perfect position. Oh, Ric Flair is off his rocker, man. I mean, and he's going to Saudi Arabia. Remember the last overseas flight he was on? Or maybe it wasn't the last one, but there's one that's kind of famous. All right, McIntyre, you got to counter something here and win this. Standing shooting star just blows my mind. What a move. So many wrestlers can do that now. When I first saw somebody deliver a shooting star press, I lost my mind. I couldn't even believe that a move like that existed in wrestling. Now, literally 50% of the wrestlers in the world can probably execute that move from a standing position, which is frighteningly amazing. All right, Jets are in the end zone already. Do a whole video on the plane ride from hell? I don't think it would be worth a whole video. I could bring it up in a Q&A or something. We could talk about it. I could do a mic drop on it, which is in the process of making their return, by the way. The mic drop segments, probably in a couple of weeks. I'm doing a lot of like behind the scenes work right now on the channel, getting those ready again. Submitted my podcast to iHeartRadio and Pandora. Don't think I'll get on Pandora, but I am on iHeartRadio as of right now.
Slide over Drew McIntyre, and he's going to put your whatever word you just used to the test here. Yeah, no kidding. And wait a minute, wow. I told you, super nice kick by
I'd love to do a top 10 favorite tag teams of all time. Totally. That's a good subject. I can make a video out of that. All right, Drew's got him here. I don't know if he's going to polish him off or... I never really noticed that Drew does look like he's losing his hair in the front. Been there. Oh. Ricochet kicks out. Hit him with a buckle bomb into a sit-down power bomb, and he kicked out.
We saw for a moment McIntyre look over Flair. What must be going through McIntyre's mind? King, but is Drew McIntyre the kryptonite to the real-life superhero? We're going to find out. I mean, there's not much life left, and Drew... Whoa, wait a minute. Like you said, not much life left in Ricochet, and he comes back with that. Ricochet now. Again, whoa. He missed him.
Nice. I don't know what that's called. So McIntyre ducked the enziguri. Ricochet landed on his foot and then hit him with the same foot. Just like a back heel kick. Crazy. Yeah, this match was off the hook last time they wrestled, so I'm not surprised that they're tearing it up here.
too much.
Hey, I'd really rather not see a DQ here. I'd rather have McIntyre pick up the win. Wow! With a driver? Oh, Lord, he's going... Wow. Oh, I thought he put the knees up. Yeah, so I was about to say, kick out, Drew. Ric Flair's losing it in the chair.
This is awesome myself. Take a look at this. Ricochet with the shooting star press. Oh, man. Take one more look at this. I mean, Ricochet has moves.
Yeah, RVD did a really similar move, but it was not the same move. I don't think, when he did that, I don't think he ducked the enziguri first. He, like, he had the wrestler catch his leg, and then he kind of spun around. Just similar, but not the same.
It's absolutely amazing. I'm surprised that Ric Flair he had to cover his eyes on that last move.
Lisa, what's up? Good to see you. Yes, rule in effect. Good to see you in here with the thumbs up. All right, there it is. This is going to be the finish. Drew's going to win. He'll push him off and hit the Claymore. Oh, no. Oh, shit, he's on the outside. No, this makes me think we're going to get interference. Or a count out.
And you talk about being able to change the complexion of a matchup. We've seen it a few times in this match by McIntyre. That was not a good landing there for Ricochet. I don't think there's any kind of way to make a good landing.
People assume that just because a match is long that it's good. I don't think people assume. I sure as hell don't assume that. This match is long and good. Trust me, I can think of plenty of long matches that suck. And that you're wondering when the hell they're going to end. You probably think of a half a dozen just in the last 2 months. All right, Drew's setting up for the Claymore. I don't know if he's going to hit it or if Ricochet's going to counter here. Nailed him. That's it. Game. That's who needed to win that one. Oh, man, Jets. Interception. Jeez, this is fucking going to be 120 to nothing in this game. Drew looks concussed. I didn't see where he got it. Hope he's not. We've already had enough changes to this 5-on-5 match. Hmm.
Drew McIntyre, the final pick for Team Flair ahead of Crown Jewel a week from Thursday, streaming live on the WWE Network.
AEW's matches, they do tend to be a little bit longer. But on the other side of that coin, I constantly hear people when it comes to WWE, oh, more wrestling, less stupid stuff. That's what AEW's doing. Trust me, TV matches suck, man. Like, so many matches on Raw are ruined with commercials, or they're 5 or 6 minutes, or... Ooh. Well, he continued the attack on Ricochet here. I don't know if he's gonna... Is this an injury angle? Are we gonna get some Team Hogan and Team Flair people to come help? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, don't do this to him. On the, what, steps? Ow. I don't want to watch. Oh, here, eat these. How many horrible things have happened on those particular ring steps? Like, they have steps on all 4 corners, right? But that particular corner, that's where Vince's ankle was shattered. That's where Shane's nuts were electrified. Gnarly things happen in that corner. That wasn't that bad, but it's a bad place to be.
things off with Kane. Still a lot to come here tonight. Live from Cleveland.
That was mean. Drew McIntyre's mean. King's Court with Rusev. Oh, that ought to be great.
Rusev will be on King's Court to discuss the scandalous affair between his wife Lana and Bobby Lashley. That's tonight. And the Street Profits have been asking for the smoke, and I think it's
They still don't know it's me.
taking on the men who attacked them last week.
I mean, do you think it might be Matt Riddle?
Profits can do in their Raw in-ring debut tonight. Not only that, who are the Street Profits?
I mean, Street Profits tweeted out that they have friends in high places. And I think that got Matt Riddle's attention.
Firefly Funhouse Live. We'll hear from Seth Rollins tonight.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because they got baseball and shit going on. Is that why they're moving to FS1? I didn't even know about that. Is that this week? All right, FS1. I got to remember that.
Gone wrong doesn't just hurt your pizza night. It hurts our pride.
We're going to be expediting this order.
It could be a missing dipping sauce. It could be a wrong topping. It arrives cold.
With Domino's new delivery insurance, if your delivery isn't
Someone crappy like Kalisto. I don't think it'll be Kalisto.
I noticed you had an issue with your last delivery.
to make up for it, I brought you a medium pizza.
I hate this commercial.
Get 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas delivered for $5.99 each.
Oh, Aleister Black would be good.
Insurance to the test.
Oh, yeah, that would be really good because that could maybe set up something with him and AJ. Kind of a strange alliance, Aleister Black and the Street Profits. I'm not sure if they listen to the same music, but it would be fun. Was Ricochet buried? Yep, totally buried. Career's over. Send him back to NXT.
Insurance part was a bad idea.
How about I got a response from WWE on Fox's Twitter account? Because that's a pretty fun account. Like whoever's running it, or a person or persons, are saying funny things on there. And I wrote that I think that whoever's running it should be Vince McMahon's successor, because they have a sense of humor, they seem cool, and they don't seem weird, like Seth says. Yeah, FS1 was a World Series. Yeah, I watched the game at work last night. I saw the home run for the Yankees that tied it up against Houston, and then I saw Altuve's dinger, which I'll kind of like half-ass root for Houston because of Justin Verlander, who was just a great Detroit Tiger for so many years, and sorry to see him go, but happy to see him, do so well in Houston.
So it's ready for just about anything. The Honda HR-V with available real-time all-wheel drive with intelligent control system. Get a great deal on the HR-V, part of U.S. News and World Report's best SUV brand.
Proper whiskey, you say? Well, this blend of fine golden grain and single malt comes from the oldest distillery in Ireland. Because we are not here to take part. We are here to take over.
I hate Conor McGregor.
Irish whiskey.
He's like the UFC equivalent of like an angry, crazy YouTuber or something that hates wrestling. Yeah, WWE's going to have to do that every year as long as they're on Fox. They're going to have issues like that. At least they have like another network they can be bumped for. Nothing used to drive me more crazy back in the day than WWE Raw being bumped on USA for the dog show. And they used to do it for the US Open too. But the dog show, bunch of dogs running around, that took precedence over WWE programming back in the day. Unreal. And the US Open too. I remember WWE did a little promo where they were like breaking tennis rackets and shit, and they had to move Raw to another night. Oh yeah, Gronk. That's a better I don't know, Gronk. He seems more of a dumbass than a douchebag. That's like Gronk's problem. I think he's just too dumb. McGregor's just a douche. DC Defenders quarterback in the house. I can't believe the XFL's about to start. Oh yeah, Cleveland. Lawler, man, he healed on his own crowd back at SummerSlam. SummerSlam 96 was in Cleveland. He came out there wearing a Baltimore Ravens jersey, making fun of the team for leaving.
Why would they draft the Street Profits to be the unofficial host of Monday Night Raw?
That was probably painful for him to do.
Already here. Hey, welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family. It was a rude welcoming, guys. The OC trying to make a statement at the expense of the Street Profits.
Man, let's cut about 3 of these fools. All right, hold on, fam. You tripping if we gonna roll up in there 3-on-2. We gotta be smart. We gotta even the odds. We gotta get a partner.
A partner? What was you thinking?
You know what? We gotta get our M. Night Shyamalan on. Keep it a mystery.
A mystery?
Uh-huh.
See, that's why I like you. That's why I like the
These two are crazy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you know what's not a mystery?
What's that?
We want the smoke.
You're definitely talking about Matt Riddle then.
Ladies and
What's up, Chuck?
please welcome my guests, the OC.
Nah, maybe not anymore, millennial. Too many bald dudes in the match.
Trying to send a message when you attack the Street Profits.
I think there's a rule you can't have more than 3. I'd be the 4th.
To prove your point inside the ring. What's your strategy heading into this match?
Strategy? We're one of the most decorated tag teams.
I don't know if WWE not wanting to use Halloween Havoc is automatically a Vince decision. It might just be a company decision. There might be more than just him that would have a problem with using the name or don't want to or whatever. I don't really know. I don't know why they didn't. I don't think it has anything to do with him not creating it because they did the American Bash. So I think WWE maybe never recreating a Halloween Havoc. The reasoning is no different than why they didn't do any other, a Spring Stampede or an Uncensored or anything like that. So I'm not looking for any specific reason on that. I don't think that's Vince.
Well, unfortunately, we're in Cleveland.
Well, John Morrison, still waiting for him to appear somewhere. AG, are you talking?
Cleveland doesn't rock. Cleveland sucks. Yes. Just like the Street Profits, who claim they have.
Yeah, Cleveland. Being a Detroit native, Cleveland wouldn't be my first choice of cities to live in, that's for sure.
For a long time. And when that bell rings, the Street Profits are gonna get the beating of their
Yeah, why is Luke Gallows wearing whore makeup?
mother lovers.
Well, it seems like the time for talking is over and the time to step in between those ropes and get the smoke has come. Well, Street Profits have their first match here on Raw tonight.
Oh my God, the Yeti.
Street Profits could do just that. But how about those that made an impact on their Raw debuts after being drafted? They certainly made an instant impact. Certainly a game changer and an X factor in Andrade.
Well, let's hope so. You can run all the video promo packages for Andrade that you want. If you put him in meaningless matches that don't mean shit week after week.
Andrade proven his worth. Top 5 pick.
Things are about to change.
Jumping off your screen is Buddy Murphy. Talk about being the best kept secret. The secret's out. Buddy Murphy has looked for the opportunity to stand out. He's going to get it here on Monday night. You can tell by looking into the eyes of Aleister Black. He enjoys
Oh, they're showing a few of them. All right.
one of the most prolific, dangerous strikers in all of sports entertainment. Aleister Black always
Weekend was great, Lisa. How about yours? It's going to be a great week here in San Diego. Our weather is perfect. All week long. Not a cloud in the sky is forecasted. Low 80s, high 70s all week. Like literally perfection. Raw roster. Oh yeah, I can get a good look at this. Oh, I didn't even know the Iconics are there. Mojo, EC3. Oh, No Way Jose stayed. Good. Looking at all the women, they got a kind of, I mean, Liv Morgan and Natty. And who else? Aside from Charlotte and Becky and the Kabukis. Becky doesn't really have a contender right now. Aside from Charlotte. You know, if I could go back in time and choose who gave me the sex talk, I'd pick Aleister Black. He seems very sincere.
Provides me with this hell fire-like rage that is beyond answer, beyond redemption, and is clawing at me as we speak like a madman dancing in the moonlight. Is it ready to pick?
Yeah, Jay, I'm in San Diego. I actually tweeted today a picture. I had to run down to work. I worked right down at the beach, and I had to go in there and pick up something. And I was driving home. I was at a little intersection that's right over a cliff, like over the ocean. Just this beautiful shot that I see every day. But I was just kind of sitting there in my car, so I snapped a quick picture of it. And I tweeted, I'm like, this is why I don't take sides in the wrestling war. This is why I don't freak out and scream into a webcam and a microphone, and why I don't give a shit about this, you know. It's just so nice here. It's kind of impossible to be miserable. And that's why I refuse to be. I live in too good a place.
Your turn to keep watch, Leo. Wake me up if you see anything.
Jinder should return as a babyface. I like it. Can we cheer that guy? I think we can. I think we have it in us. We've spent all of our anger on him. There's nothing left. We blew our load. Let's welcome him back and start treating him like a human being again. Y'all all had the sex talk. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Aleister Black. Well, maybe Aleister Black or Mr. Bean would be another good one. He'd be great. He'd be a lot better than my parents. And I was the oldest kid, so they had to, like, practice on me, you know? They probably refined their technique by the time they got to my youngest sister. But they did not know what they were doing trying to explain that shit to me. I'm like, I already know this, Mom. I learned it in school. I learned it on the bus. Michael, thank you for the $5, dude. I appreciate it. Is it just me? Matches back in the 80s and early 90s had a lot of matches endings in draws on TV with the biggest stars such as Piper, DiBiase, and Undertaker. Yeah, draws were super common, especially on the TV shows. You saw a lot of draws on primetime wrestling. You get a 25-minute match between a couple of guys, and it would just go to like a time limit draw. It happened all the time. Because back then, you know, it wasn't, you know, the business wasn't overexposed. You only had a little bit of content per week where you weren't getting 100 matches and you weren't seeing every star every week. And so finishes just overall meant more. So you wouldn't get pissed at a draw. You would say, wow, neither guy beat the other. Or now if you get a draw, the fans are mad that it's bad booking. But back in the day, you could get away with that because, you know, the mystique of stars was protected more. You didn't see them and they weren't overexposed. It's really all it comes down to is exposure. And how I watched wrestling as a kid and how I kept up with the product was pretty much maybe 2 hours at the most of TV per week and some magazines, you know? Now it's like you got wrestling flying at your face from 1,000 different directions. And it's different. You know, that's, you know, you saw a lot of the Marco Stunt debates this week, and I saw a lot of people saying there's a lot of that, oh, this wouldn't have happened back in the day shit going around. I'm like, well, here's a news flash. It's not fucking back in the day anymore. You know, of course Marco Stunt wouldn't fit in with a Jake Roberts or a Roddy Piper. That's, of course, we're not stupid, you know, but it's also not that time anymore. And the business evolves, and sometimes it evolves for the better, and sometimes it evolves for not so much.
I'm on this trip
But wrestling is no longer a fraternity. Everybody's welcome, you know? If you get some sort of a following, you got that superhuman kid that jumps through barbed wire in his backyard getting booked on indie shows. It's a different business. The sooner you realize that, the more some of this shit will make sense. You can't put Marco Stunt in the context of an 80s or 90s match, you know? Oh, Fred, Old Town's awesome. That's a little closer to downtown, though. There's some nicer beaches, but yeah, Old Town's awesome. And the harbor down there. My God. All right, here comes Alistair. Yes, I tweeted about that. They had their, I think, their press conference last night. So this news broke. I was watching it happen, actually. And New Japan has announced an American branch of their promotion. So that's starting. And that's going to be, all their business is going to be here. So there's just more wrestling for us. I don't know if more is necessarily better. I don't know if they're maybe harming their own market or talent pool by doing that. I really don't know, but Jason Reynolds. Who y'all got in this match? Reynolds? I think Jason Reynolds should be in the Hall of Fame. Look at this guy. He looks like the guy that tiled my parents' bathroom. Paul Roman, thanks for the $5, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for your wrestling knowledge and keeping it real and entertaining. Absolutely. Trying to keep it real.
Absolutely. That's the thing about Aleister Black is he can end this match at any point he so desires. We mentioned Aleister Black, who's taking a look at the locker room, has asked for anyone to come knock on his door. He wants to fight now. There's the first kick. Another quick
Jason going down.
And Aleister Black, who says quiet darkness is his home.
Jason Reynolds should have ended the streak.
Mr. Reynolds. Everything you see in the world, look out. I think it's that composure for Aleister Black. Oh, here's some of that sudden impact. Oh, wait a minute. Got a head full of hair. That was a mistake. Took too long. That's that striking ability again on display. Pinpoint accuracy from Aleister Black. And Black now in this matchup is taking a look at everyone on this Raw roster. He has dared anyone to step up as Aleister Black. Mr. Reynolds is pretty good at catching.
Yeah, Reynolds has got Alistair on the ropes here, literally. Telling you, he's going to win.
Take a look at Black at the moment. And Black now right away back to his feet. Here comes that strikes again to the body, to the face. And oh, what a kick. And oh, what a knee.
Well, John from Twitter has nominated Johnny Gargano as the Street Profits mystery partner. Because Raw is in Cleveland. Is that where Gargano's from? Is everybody from Cleveland? Patriots 24-0. What, do they get an interception here? Because Jets have the ball on my TV. Do they get a pick six and have it 24-0? Who the hell said the Jets were going to upset these guys? What are y'all smoking? And can I have some? Oh, yeah. Oh, fumble. All right, so Patriots have it back, and they're clearly going to score. Oh, he's running now. He was never touched. Wow. Ugh. You know, for the past 4 years in a row, I've gone to the same person's house for Super Bowl, and he's a massive Patriots fan and invites all his Patriot friends, Patriot fan friends over. So I've had to watch them win a couple and lose a couple over there. But this fucking team, man, I want them to go away. All right, Rusev's there in his regular clothes. Man, everybody is laughing at this 2K20 game. I don't play these games, so I don't know, but I saw that Charlotte clip where she's like putting the figure eight and blowing the ref at the same time. That was wonderful. Bianca Belair's hair looks like a baseball bat. It doesn't even like twist. It looks like they literally just threw that game out. I mean, they do a new one every year, which I don't know why you need that, but this one's all glitchy and shit. Oh, Lord.
But boy, are you gonna want it.
Dana Brooke is from Cleveland, too?
Introducing the new stuffed cheesy pizza from Pizza Hut.
That white light Pizza Hut. Knock it off.
The consequences will find you.
Package for James Meisner.
Cigarettes may leave you with stained teeth.
Paul Santos, what's up? Go back up here and see if I missed anything else.
If there's going to be a sticker on your car, it has to mean something. So we make sure this means something.
Oh, did you ask that twice, Lisa? Yeah, I had a fabulous weekend. October's a great month for me because it's our slowest kind of the year, and I just came off a hellacious summer, so every year October I usually chill, so I've worked, a lot less this month, and I've had a lot of time to regroup, and this weekend was no different. It was awesome. I mean, I don't know. I don't see a lot of these game footages, but I mean, I thought the video games had really good graphics like a few years ago. Some of the clips and some of the shit you guys are sharing on social media of the 2K20 game, they don't look anything like the wrestlers at all. Like, didn't they used to go through like facial scans and all this shit? It doesn't even look like that was done this time around.
Frosting and one filling that tastes so damn delicious. But I have a pucker, and good for you.
Switching to boost level gave me so much more, and I gotta say, I like more.
Switch and get 4 lines for $25 per line per month with unlimited gigs, plus 4 free LG style of 5.
Thanks. Glad you liked the thumbnail. I don't have the greatest Photoshop skills, but I've got the basics. I do like this commercial with Austin, Hogan, Brett, and Shawn. Oh, that's not that one. God, they have everybody involved in that commercial. That one where they're all at the bar, like Brett, Shawn, Hogan, Austin, and 2 other people, right? Like, I thought video games years ago looked a lot better than this, but that's only based on me just seeing footage and commercials and things like that. This one looks like legitimately bad. And how much does this shit cost every year? Like $70? Like, why would you buy the next one? What does it do that the one you had the previous year doesn't do? I guess it's more, I just need to stop asking stupid questions because I'm sure there's reasons. I just, don't know what they could be. You can't have chickens in this neighborhood. Aren't y'all supposed to be in jail?
My name is Akam. My name is Razar. And together, we're the newest tag team.
All right, AOP vignette. And plus, I remember, like, when wrestling games started to get a little bit more advanced, when you went beyond, like, the NES. Like, I think of, that in-your-house video game that they had, and then there's I have a few of them on Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. I don't think they needed to get any more advanced than those. They look pretty good. The wrestlers actually looked like themselves. You could do the moves. There just wasn't, I mean, now they're trying to make it look like a real, actual thing, and you've got the real commentators and all of that, and games are just advanced. I still play with Starman on Pro Wrestling, Black Box game on NES. Authors of Pain. I love that Lawler's King's Court has always had that little bench.
Over the past few weeks, we've seen a lot of Lana and Bobby Lashley. I mean, their scandalous relationship has got everyone in the WWE universe talking. Well, everyone except for one man. And that man has been conspicuously quiet until tonight.
Yeah, right, Nick. Royal Rumble on Genesis. I have it. It's like 2 feet away from my face.
Lana's husband, the Bulgarian brute, Rusev.
I mean, are we going to get Lashley and Lana out there and this is going to be a whole mess? This is top of the hour shit right here. This is what they consider to be. Damn, y'all, my likes are ass. Will y'all do me a favor and smash that thumbs up for me since we got 250 folks up in here? Appreciate it. What is with the mustache? Looks terrible. It's fat Freddie Mercury. That's funny. Or it's really, really in shape Ron Jeremy. One or the other. Ew, who would buy a Winged Eagle title with a white strap? That's horrendous. Throw that guy out.
You know, they enjoy themselves. Yes, they do. Thank you. This is really tough to talk about. I mean,
I think what makes Lana such a sea bag is that she did that to him on Rusev Day. Her timing could not have been worse.
You, Rusev, are a public figure. And Lana is a public figure, and Bobby Lashley is a public figure. And so they have made
Ron Jeremy went to the gym.
Public. I mean,
and ate a salad.
It's been, I don't know how you've withstood what we've seen so far. So, with that being said, they have put out some, I guess, what you might call excuses for their behavior. They've said things like maybe that, Lana said that you've sent too much money back to your relatives in Bulgaria. She said something about you've interfered in her modeling contracts, and you've even cut back on how much money she spends on herself.
Oh, poor Lana.
Hey, he's a Hall of Famer. Come on.
Huh. Look at Rusev sticking up for the what chance.
Well, all I'm doing is I'm just trying to get it. After what all you've watched and what all you've seen, what is your response? What are you thinking about when you see this?
Oh yeah, Warrior had a blue strap and a white one. I hated it.
It's all Lashley's fault. Bob Lashley has
Bob.
Lana's brain, and for that he will be crushed.
Bob Lashley. Who would win between Bob Lashley and Dan Bryan?
As far as Lana is concerned, I may be a fool, but I still wear my wedding band because every day I hope and I pray that we're going to pass through this. We're going to end up happily ever after.
I would stop hoping that.
Everything's been said and done, and Rusev.
Oh, God.
You know, I really wish I could be there with you in the King's Court tonight so that we can kind of settle these little differences that we have.
Lana, is your dress on backwards?
I can't. Because my woman has needs. You see, I'm not going to make the same mistake that you did, Rusev. Lana has needs, and I'm going to...
I don't like Lashley making eye contact with me at all.
How was dinner, babe?
Delicious.
Ew. Ew. Make it stop. Make it stop.
You probably recognize this restaurant. Wait, you probably don't. Because I asked you over and over and over again to please take me to this restaurant. It was my dream to come here, and you would never take me here. But my man, He fulfills all my
You just want to go to that restaurant?
here because he is a gentleman.
Girl, Rusev would have gladly taken you to Sonic. It's awesome. You can drive right up. They bring your food to your car. You can eat it right there in your car. It's awesome. Who wants to go to like some stupid place like that where you have to wear a backwards dress? Just give me some tater tots and a burger. I'm cool. Ew. Rusev, you need to go to that restaurant and burn it down. Well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot. Who is this supposed to entertain? Vince. Vince thinks this is awesome.
To respond to what we just witnessed.
You know, Jerry, I would like to deliver my message personally because I know exactly where they are.
Well, they're already on dessert, dude. They're going to be paid the bill and gone by the time you get there. I mean, unless that restaurant's backstage like the Funhouse was last week. Like, I mean, if you're already on dessert, you ain't hanging around chatting about life. You're going back home to get it on. Rusev's going to be late.
That's right, they've been talking the talk, now it's time to prove if they can walk the walk. But who are they bringing to the dance? We're gonna find out as the Street Profits take on the OC.
No, I'm not having an earthquake. That's my leg. It's up against the desk, and it's rattling the camera. Sorry. I'll work on that. Oh, yeah, I see. Ha! I'll stop. I'll move.
Speaking of which, there's Zelina Vega trying to talk up Andrade. One of the first round picks from Raw. Andrade is in action. He steps into the ring. Next.
Yeah, I know. And on top of that, man, apparently Lana, the restaurant she wants to go to, the one restaurant in the whole fucking world that she's been begging Rusev to take her to, is in Cleveland? I don't think so. I'm sure Cleveland has a bunch of Sonics. Could have just gone there, saved everybody some trouble. Or Popeyes. Awesome. Thanks for the $2, dude. Appreciate it. Just got here. What'd they do to Rusev this time? Nothing really. He was on the King's Court, cutting a promo, being all sad, saying he's not going to give up on Lana. He still wears his wedding ring and all this shit. And then Lana and Lashley show up on the Tron. They're at a restaurant, and she says it's her favorite restaurant. She always begged Rusev to take her there, and he didn't because he's an asshole and whatever. And now Rusev is off to chase them down. And now this is a commercial. I will be right back in just a second.
That forged a path to where he stands today. We all have an immigrant story, which is why Modelo is partnering with the International Rescue Committee, giving a fighting chance to refugees, immigrants, and Americans in need. Because it doesn't matter where we come from, it matters what we're made of. $1. I got my full meal just in cheesy pouch. Perfect level of crispiness for $1. Perfect level of cheese for $1. It's just great for $1. Get cheesy tots or crispy taco for $1. Now part of the snacking and saving menu. Only at Burger King.
Not completing high school social that wasn't happening. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my family.
All right, we're back.
She convinced me to continue my education. I don't want to see the phone. If you're even considering getting an extra phone, go get it. You can do it.
All right. We have returned. All right, I turned another light on to try to improve the kind of crappy lighting. I think this looks pretty good. Cleveland is the romance capital of the world. I was not aware of that. Oh, what is the score here? I don't think it was 24-0 when whoever said it was. But it might be 24-0 now. Oh, yeah, it might be the Chinese restaurant from Major League. I love it, Bruce. Somebody my age up in here. That movie used to play on a loop on HBO, like when I was young in the summertime, and I think I knew that movie by heart.
Cigarette smoke contains 7,000 plus chemicals, many of which are toxic, including more than 70 that can cause cancer.
Oh, it is 24-0. All right. Charlotte is the daughter of two-time WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair. I didn't know that. And a record 10-time champion. She was also part of the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match and the first ever women's Money in the Bank match. Okay. We knew all that.
Here comes a superstar who might be a little upset with you after picking Samoa Joe as the steal for Team Raw in the WWE draft.
All right, here comes Andrade. Yeah, at least they're not Detroit. Yeah, true that. That's my hometown. Detroit is getting so bad, it's almost becoming Detroit.
I don't know what more he wants. I made him my dimes pick of the night. That's Mr. Dimes himself. You know why I call him Dimes? Because of all the dimes he's going to bring to this company when he takes his place at the top.
I think one of my underrated, one of my favorite characters in the Major League movie, or the first one, and the second one, but the first one especially, is the coach. He was hilarious. Dude with a mustache.
And if anybody knows all about that, it's Andrade's opponent tonight, Sin Cara.
Oh yeah, that's right, Sin Cara. Is his trampoline out? Does he still do that?
Do you guys even know what Sin Cara even means?
I don't.
It means without a face.
Oh, it makes sense.
Well, tonight is lucky night. Because not only will he be leaving here without a face, but he also will be leaving here.
Mike, do yourself a favor and just look it up. Go to Twitter and just search Charlotte WWE game glitch. You will shit yourself laughing. I won't even spoil it for you. Just look it up. Do it right now. I'll wait. Do you think we'll ever get an Andrade and Aleister Black feud? That would be interesting. This is not his music. When did he come in? Like 2011? But it was a different dude at first, right? Oh, I missed this. What is this? Mystery? Steven Scott. Oh, shit. Oh, man, Steven, I see that. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Rough week last week for you. Lost your mother. Dude, we're all here for you, man. My condolences. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Oh, shit, I wasn't paying attention to his entrance. I don't think he did the trampoline. He might have. I wasn't watching. I think this is this the Hunico version of Sin Cara? It is, right? They stuck with that after the first guy? I forgot the Sin Cara story. I forgot how it goes.
Over a year ago, battling on SmackDown, the first time these two superstars have met. On Monday Night Raw, into the cover, and Andrade able to kick out and one. I'll tell you, this Sin Cara is non-stop action. Look at this. Oh, and there is Humberto.
Yeah, Mystico. That's right.
One of the draft choices here to Monday Night
Interesting draft choice for them with Humberto Carrillo. That's good. Kind of interested to see what they do with him. I hope it's something. Oh, you sneaky Zelina.
Zelina here, making herself known, showing what she's worth. Absolutely, she is worth every bit of the pick that we took her in. In NXT, Andrade had a little bit of trouble coming out of the gate. He was unfocused. He wanted to party. He wanted the girls. But when Zelina Vega came to town, she put him on the straight and narrow and put him on the course to an NXT championship. Right now, I like a little less now.
Oh yeah, thanks for that, Jet Hawk on Twitter. Some game that came out last year on PC and PS4 from 2017. Looks like a little bit more of an old school game. Yeah, I like that. Those are the graphics I'm used to. I don't like that angle on the ring, though. There's a couple old school games back in the day on the NES and stuff that had that angle. I think I like the dead-on, almost like a hard cam angle more. But that definitely looks like a game that I could play, where the games now just intimidate me more than anything else.
Takedown by Sin Cara. Sin Cara trying to knock off the ring rust. Sin Cara looking to go to the top. Oh no. Be careful. Oh, shaking and throwing to the wing. Sin Cara rolling here on Raw.
She can't believe it. Yeah, Akira Tozawa's over there too, which is also good. Oh my god. I'm so glad I'm not in the generation that watches this shit. I think I'd grow up to be a dumbass if I did. There you go, Mike. Told you you'd like that. That referee was having a good day, but I'm not sure about the makers of the game.
Pizza is so loaded with pepperoni and cheese. I don't believe there is any thin crust. Pepperoni, 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 cheese, cheese, cheese. Huh.
There is a crispy crust under all that pepperoni.
Get a Little Caesars large extra most best.
Why y'all looking at your pizza like that?
Extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49. Pizza.
Our love is one of a kind.
Strong, brilliant, unbreakable.
Our love is a diamond.
Engagement rings now 20 to 40% off. Shop unique bridal styles and sales at the Diamond Store.
So you guys are being hunted by a genetically enhanced soldier?
I'm Black Superman. My name is
The #1 action blockbuster,
I saw this.
Hobbs and Shaw,
Hobbs and Shaw.
is now available to watch instantly on digital now.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty
You saw a clip of Total Divas of Nia Jax making Carmella cry? Oh, please.
the quicker picker-upper.
Can't watch it.
Old Spice antiperspirant spray and Old Spice antiperspirant stick. Each has different approaches to
Who remembers Camacho? I remember President Camacho.
No sweat.
He was the best.
Hey, it's just my name.
Brought to you by the 48-hour sweat defense of Old Spice Sweat Defense.
You want a girl that looks at you the way Booker T looks at his hand? Booker T looks like he's surprised at his hand. Or maybe even a tiny bit scared of it. Oh, Patriot interception again? Jesus. Why is this team so good every year?
Hey, Brad, you hear Nationwide and Amazon have teamed up to bring you the all-new Echo Auto? Good answer. Don't we make a great band? Our fans are gonna love the lyrics. I had them made. You like them? Yeah, you like them.
Yeah, I think Ronda will come back.
You love them.
She'll be back. There's no way she won't be back.
Now and get a free Amazon Echo.
Not sure when. They want to like hold her off and just have her show up in the Rumble or something and win it. That would probably be likely Because you'd think she's going to be championship match right out of the gate. You know, she's never lost and still kind of hasn't because her shoulder was up at WrestleMania and everything. So if you can hold off Becky that long and do some sort of a rematch, that might be all right.
He's the underdog. I'm pulling for him. Especially since I found out that we're naming me man with no face. Well, Sin Cara with a nice block in the forearm. And look at Sin Cara go. And you know it's had to be. They're eating Sin Cara alive. To be sitting on the sidelines and see the rise of Andrade. Nice. Nice springboard. Andrade now. Could be reeling here. Sin Cara again takes flight. That time into the cover. Off the moonsault. Near fall. That's exactly what
Well, this is going to be a 1,000,000% victory here for Andrade.
have to mount offense like that to get the victory. Take a look at the WWE Universe here in Cleveland, looking on Sin Cara, trying to feel the energy. He's got a lot to prove here tonight against his longtime rival. Andrade with a big forearm. Oh, another one. Both superstars.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, November and December are really not that great of times. We've experienced that on the channel here. I say that every year. I'm like, man, that's such an off time of the year. Probably not the time to bring Ronda back, but Royal Rumble, heading into Mania, faux show.
He's always had this chip on his shoulders, but now he's got even more on his shoulders because he has to prove the fact that he's a worthwhile first-round pick. That's certainly a great point to you, but also there's a lot of pressure on the shoulders of Sin Cara. Sin Cara, who was signed here to Monday Night Raw, looking to make a huge statement here to do it. Oh, no. Nobody there, countered by Andrade. Oh! Face first goes Sin Cara. Wait a minute, he can get without a face. We've seen this. We've seen this.
All right, let's just wrap it up, Andrade.
Able to put on the brakes. Sin Cara sends
Sin Cara should have one more flurry before Andrade puts him down.
cover by Andrade. Sin Cara just got that left shoulder up. Man, that was close. Get Zelina. She's beside herself over there.
Still want to know what happened to Lana's accent? I don't know. Maybe Bobby Lashley pounded it out of her. It could happen.
There's the X Factor you mentioned, Dio. Zelina Vega barking out to Andrade. Trying to keep Andrade focused. And Andrade now could be focusing in on putting away Sin Cara. Oh! Uh-oh. Sin Cara. Oh, he's in trouble now. Zelina knows it. And looking for the hat trick is Andrade. Oh, the disrespect, mocking the legend. Eddie Guerrero. Float over into the
He's mocking Eddie Guerrero. You better watch yourself, Andrade.
again. Just able to kick out. We gotta go some to emulate Latino heat. Eddie Guerrero is the best. Both these stars who know the history of not only Eddie Guerrero.
Man, Zelina does not shut up ever on the outside. She's always moving. She's very sensational Sherry like that. She never sat still. She's running around, going nuts, reacting to like literally every move.
It'll take a little bit too much time to boy. Oh, and Sin Cara. Did you hear those chops? Oh, I hear them. Only glad I don't feel them. Sin Cara again, trying to get to the top rope. Andrade trying his best to block. What is on the mind now of Sin Cara? He's got some evil intentions. Oh, he's had over a year to think about what he would do to Andrade. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Top rope superplex. No way they're doing this. Watch yourselves. Please don't die, either one of you.
Andrade now. Oh, a little bit of an advantage. Both these two super.
And Ray is still on Raw, too. I wonder if they'll eventually pick back up that Andrade Ray thing. I kind of thought they were on pace to maybe do a mask match between those two guys at one point, and they never did anything. And if Ray ever plans to retire, maybe like Andrade would be a good candidate to put him away. Andrade kicked out of that.
You can't see the face of Sin Cara, but you have to figure that he can't believe that Andrade kicked out of that. Take a look one more time. First, the presence of mind, the athleticism from Sin Cara, even the strength. I can see the face of
That was a great takeover match, man. Gargano and Andrade. That was Philly?
His first night back in the WWE, first night here on Raw to be one of the top
That's up there with the best TakeOver main events ever. Some people consider it the best. Double knees. That's going to be it for Sin Cara. Well, not right here. He'll kick out of this. Yeah, again, Zelina.
Take it back, King. I don't think I wanted Zelina Vega. And again, both these superstars battling it out.
Damn, Andrade. Went straight down. All right, Sin Cara's going to go flying here. This match is a little longer than I thought. Get back, Zelina. Damn. Well, I think Zelina's smaller than Marco Stunt. She just threw a Hurricane Rana on the outside on Sin Cara into the hammerlock DDT, and that's it. Yeah, this Monday's Raw is not horrible, but it's a low bar. You're right. Had a couple of good matches. This match was solid. Ricochet and McIntyre was a very good opener. Very good opener. Oh yeah, that's the reason. They were giving us extra Sin Cara time.
Excuse me, Humberto. It's your first night on Monday Night Raw, so I wanted to welcome you. But also, as a highly touted Lucha Libre prospect, what's your reaction to the match we just saw?
Thanks, Charlie.
Looks like Carrillo's parents had a lot of sex when his mom was pregnant with him because he's got those dimples, and that's how they're made. The penis comes in and dents the baby's face. It's a little-known medical fact. I'm here to educate.
I know I have a lot to prove, but when that happens, I'm gonna be the best champion. Not that kind of champion that plays with fire like Seth Rollins.
But he said he's gonna be a great champion, not a champion that plays with fire like Seth Rollins. Why did he even say that? That's hilarious. Oh, he's gonna explain why? I think we know why. Is that going to be the main? The six-man?
The following is a paid message. For a chip so iconic, we don't need to name it. No logos, no gimmicks, just those red and blue bags with the stuff you love in it. Man, you know the brand. It's the three-sided crunch that had you trade your buddies for it if they packed a pack at lunch. No logo, but our names on the tip.
Double term confirmed. It could be, man, because we got baby faces now disapproving of Seth Rollins' behavior in promos and stuff.
But an ad with no logo? It's another level.
We fed beef lovers a Whopper with no beef. You can't imitate beef. It just tastes better.
Garza and Almas will be our Eddie and Ray. Yeah.
I'm a damn fool. Try the Impossible Whopper with the patty meal from Plants. Only at Burger King. Or get it delivered via Uber Eats with $0 delivery fee.
Making supper. Awesome. I want some supper. My supper tonight is a piece of ahi, seared rare, with some asparagus and some rice, and probably like a soy teriyaki-ish glaze for it. Sear it rare, slice it up, put it over the rice. Protein and carbs.
Cut. Liberty Bee. Am I allowed to riff? What if I come out of the water? Liberty Bibbidi.
I don't know if Seth turned heel last week or not. Maybe we'll find out. I mean, maybe tonight is the beginning of like a turn for him. I mean, I'm wanting to know, and I talked about this on the podcast, is I just, in my heart of hearts right now, I don't feel like he's going to drop the belt in Crown Jewel. But if he doesn't, that means you somehow have to beat The Fiend, and that's not going to be good. And WWE's, we knew they were going to ruin this character, and they seem like they've done it. So maybe if you turn Seth heel, I don't think turning Seth heel might have, if they do turn him heel, I don't think it would have been the original plan. I think it's as a result of the colossal fuck up that was the Hell in the Cell main event. And now maybe they're going to go heel with him, which I think would be fine and great, and I would love it. Well, there we go with the assuming it's Vince again. I don't think Seth is exempt from turning heel. He's already been heel a couple times. Like, he's already kind of bounced a couple times, you know? He was heel, then he was face, then he was heel, now he's face again. I don't think it's like that with him. It felt like it was like that with Roman and Cena, but I just don't put Seth in that category. Cracking open a manly drink. Angry Orchard Hard Cider Rosé. Very manly. What does grind flu mean? What the fuck does that mean? What's in the cup? It's got to be gin and juice, right?
His surfer hair, soccer mom, dude. All three of them throwing up 90 symbols. Talking about these some mother lovers. Hey, that's funny. Hey, OC.
What's the score in the Monday Night Football game? Let me check. It is 146-3. Patriots. I think they've got it. Oh, they are main eventing. So that means their surprise better not be crappy. God, maybe it is Riddle.
Nice try, but he's already out to the after party, fam. What about Booker T? Still waiting on him to don me as the Dark Knight. Okay.
Why are they bringing up these guys' names?
Fam, chill. All you need to know is this guy doesn't like AJ Styles, and he's just like us. You know you gotta hit him with the catchphrase, bro. Well, how about that, OC? Just like the catchphrase says, we won't stop.
R-Truth. He's in the back of a U-Haul? Get out of there, R-Truth. What if R-Truth just came to TV and, like, didn't bring the belt with him? And somebody beat him. He's like, fine, I got the belt. Why did he sit in the chair and do that? Or maybe that's not a truck. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're all right until somebody finds you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, yo, I know what you're thinking, but today is the 25th day of the 48, 24/7 hour. I'm on the Bollywood boys. I'm a huge movie star in India. I'm an actor. I'm a singer. I'll sing you a Bollywood song. Boli si surat.
No, don't sing me a Bollywood song. Oh, crap. Those guys should not be allowed to win belts. Oh, my God. How are you going to let that happen to you, Truth?
Oh, that was 2 of them.
There was 2 of them. I think there was.
I can't believe it. What? Congratulations to the Bollywood boys, but I hope this
Which one of them's the champ?
interrupt their filming schedule. Well, nonetheless, moving on from the 24/7 championship, coming up a week from Thursday, it's Crown Jewel, and it's streaming live on the WWE Network. And if you don't have the WWE Network, go to WWEnetwork.com.
Yeah, how come little Jimmy hasn't won the 24/7 title yet?
Crown Jewel is absolutely free for new subscribers, and what a night it is going to be on Halloween here in the States.
Jerry Lawler, free, free. Finn Balor, huh? You think that might confuse the audience, though? They made such a big deal about him coming back to NXT. They've been running vignettes over there. He hasn't even had a match yet. And then he's back on Raw. But you could be right. Oh, Shinsuke's the other guy. So Orton, Lashley, Shinsuke, Corbin, and Drew. Against Shorty G, Ricochet, Rusev, Roman, and Ali. There's a lot of beef on one side and a lot of smallness on the other. I'm still going Team Hogan on that, though. Roman doesn't lose. Mansoor. Oh, John Morrison. Well, they said that he's just like them and he doesn't like AJ Styles. That was their hint. Oh, look at this thing. Every tag team, largest turmoil match in history to determine the best tag team in the world. I thought that's what the belts were for. If a match determines it, why the hell even have championships? And then they're the best ever forever? Here come the new champs.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 590 pounds, they are the Raw Tag Team Champions, Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders. Oh, baby. And you take a look at the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Let's go back to how the Viking Raiders finally captured those Raw Tag Team Championships, because, of course, well, after being brought over to Team Red, they had a championship matchup a week after beating the champions. Could they do it again? The athleticism of Ivar was on display, taking out Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. But here, guys, was the pure power.
Well, I called that out last week. I said the War Raiders need to win and they need to ship off Roode and Ziggler to SmackDown. And then, like, right after that, they got drafted. Now they can go over there like nothing happened and probably win the belts. Oh, wow. Oh, that one looks good too, Colin. Thank you for some of these wrestling video game tweets.
Or your mother, or your daughter, or your friend. I've joined. We joined. WWE has joined.
Susan G. Komen.
In the fight to save the lives of the women.
Thank you for wearing your ears, Natty.
Join the fight, save lives.
I did not know the Saudis requested Marty Jannetty.
Hey, where's everybody going? This game's not over. So we're not the best. Our kicker stubs his toe on the ball. And pretty sure our best.
Paul Roman, I'm assuming, here's the funny thing about the Jericho cruise that I'm going on in January. When you look at the guest lineup for the cruise, it's literally the entire AEW roster. It's the Bucks, it's Kenny, it's Hangman, it's Jericho, it's Cody. It's everybody. And we're at sea during a Wednesday. I'm pretty sure they have to do a Dynamite there, or they have to tape one. Because they would already have this shit figured out. If this was going to conflict with the schedule, they'd adjust the lineup. They'd reschedule the ship for another weekend or so. I don't know. But I think they're going to do something on the boat. I really do. Like, it sounds more and more like it. Because it's I think the trip is like a Monday to Friday. I forget what it is. But it's right in the middle of the week. So, and Eric Bischoff, he's been advertised for the thing the whole time, which I thought was weird that he was the executive director of SmackDown and was never pulled from the cruise. He was never once removed from that. So WWE either didn't know he was planning to go on that, or they didn't care that he was going on that. But now it doesn't matter because he's let go and he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Pre-order now.
PlayStation. Our love is one of a kind.
Strong, brilliant, unbreakable.
Our love is a diamond.
Engagement rings now 20 to 40% off. Shop unique products.
Yes, Tatanka is still with us. What year did he come back? Didn't we see him on TV like within the last decade? I remember he had like a small random run. I think they brought him in, thought he looked good, kept him around for a short deal or something. He was on TV.
He went someplace worth going. Or maybe
Don't remember what year that was, but
if it's on there, it has to mean something. So we make sure
he was kind of a big deal in the 90s. He had a pretty long undefeated streak there for a long time. Beat Shawn Michaels in a match and all sorts of stuff.
$1. I got my full meal just in cheese.
It's a goofy-ass gimmick, though.
Level of crispiness for $1. Perfect level of cheese for $1. It's just great for $1.
Get cheesy duck or crispy.
You know, a lot of people say that Vince McMahon is out of touch. You know, he was kind of out of touch in the 90s a time or two as well. Characters like Tatanka and shit were just dumb. Oh, was that long ago? I was thinking it was like since I've been doing commentaries. See, my brain is just a bowl of applesauce. Oh, it was mentioned, chat site? Who mentioned it? I know Jericho's hinted at a couple things. They're good. I'm glad everybody's checking out that Charlotte glitch. Oh, look at this. The Major Brothers.
the new Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders. How confident are you going to match
Misty Carmichael, you ask dumb questions.
Sour, no need for labels. The WWE Universe might call us underdogs, but we call ourselves grateful for this opportunity.
That's right. Tonight, this is a huge
Yeah, Ludwig Borga beat Tatanka.
crown jewel.
Ludwig Borga looked a lot like Brock Lesnar,
Opportunity for us.
but minus the talent.
We're going to string together a couple of huge victories, and people are going to stop calling us underdogs.
He was in Die Hard 3. I went on a date to that movie in 1996, Die Hard with a Vengeance. And I like said out loud in the theater, I'm like, that's Ludwig Borga. And the girl I was with did not know who that was, and no wonder that didn't work out. I'm marking out for mid-card wrestlers.
This is a new start, though, for Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. And look, they're former Raw Tag Team Champions, but guys, this is an uphill battle for any tag team.
Absolutely. They can be grateful for the opportunity, but let me tell you something.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. We are really looking forward to going, man, to that cruise. It's going to be fucking awesome. Oh, yeah, was Jerry trying to call out Pyro and then it didn't happen, or what?
Eric right away, just tossing around both Zack Ryder and now Kurt Hawkins, and I do mean that.
Jeez, he is strong.
How do you lift and throw a man like
I hated Deuce and Domino, that 50s gimmick or whatever.
Look at his tag team offense. Go back up on the top and wait for
What were they called?
Oh, no.
I forgot what they were called, like Love Machine or something. I forgot what they were called. Or they weren't. Who were the Heartthrobs?
Ivar is so surprisingly athletic for his side. He moves so well. Look at him. Look at the
Beverly Brothers had underrated theme music.
flawlessly the Viking Raiders in this matchup. Look at his size you were talking about. I took a
You know, Mike Enos, who was Blake Beverly, he was in the ring when Scott Hall made his debut on Nitro.
out of everyone in this tag team.
He was a big part of history.
With that drop kick. Could it be Hawkins and Ryder making an example of the Viking Raiders? Can you imagine if they get this upset? They'll definitely get pyro. Oh! Nice tandem offense. Hawkins into the cover. And a quick
Oh, it was just Deuce and Domino? I thought they had a silly little name for their team.
tag team turmoil match taking place at Crown Jewel. Who will win the World Cup? Be crowned best tag team in the world? I mean, I know Zack Ryder and Hawkins are looking good right now.
So if they have this match in Crown Jewel to determine the best tag team in the world, what do the two sets of champions think?
Wins this match is going to have a certain
Assuming one of them doesn't win.
going into that. Look out here.
If a champion, because both sets of tag champs are in this thing,
To the ground and
if one of the champions doesn't win,
can't have done that. He's hanging onto that beard.
by definition of the match, doesn't mean that make their belts useless and meaningless?
They're still here.
Or is it just a tagline to fool the stupid government over there?
Has been provided.
I think it's the latter.
Here in the WWE, another tag was made, and back in comes Zack Ryder. Ryder and Hawkins have these guys a little.
Oh yeah, Tatanka definitely has a Native American heritage. It's just, you know, people who don't run around with feathers and, you know, and doing that shit that he does. You know, I remember Jim Cornette talked about that one time in some shoot interview. He was talking about like the Godwins. He goes, yes, there are real hog farmers in this world, but they don't walk around with a bucket of that shit with them all the time. You know, it's like, it's just so cartoony and stupid, you know?
Hey, King, I don't think it matters how fast you move. When you're
Mm.
haymakers. What? What a clothesline. What a cartwheel. And another tag. That's an unorthodox.
I like the Viking Raiders. They're a fun team to watch.
The Viking Raiders.
They've managed to get themselves moderately over despite 11 name changes and just having the unfortunate experience of being on the Raw roster. They're getting decent enough reactions to where the fans aren't bored to death. At least in most of their matches. Maybe some. And that's a credit just to their ring work and how badass they are.
Fire in your heart as you go down. Oh, look at this. Well, speaking of going down, there goes
Damn. The end of Kurt.
the Viking experience ends. Kurt Hawkins tonight. I wouldn't want to experience this. The Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders. You know, I'm scared to ask this, but do you know what the Viking Raiders did to celebrate the tag team victory a week ago? I'll tell you exactly what they did. They feasted for 6 days and 6 nights, and that wasn't to celebrate winning the Raw Tag Team Championship. That was to ready the body for the battles to come. That battle was tonight. And take a look back at some of this Impact.
Mm.
This was brutal. I mean, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. They never knew what hit him. King said it right. They never knew what hit him, but in the end, Kurt Hawkins certainly.
I'm almost wondering if, you know, I'm just wondering about the AOP coming in, you know? Might be a good way to get, if you ever want to get the belts off of the Viking Raiders, have AOP like cost them the match and have whoever they're winning or facing win the titles, and then you can move into Viking Raiders and AOP. I just think it might have been a little bit maybe better to keep them on separate brands, but who knows? We'll see how it goes.
Calling them the Raw Tag Team Champions after Crown Jewel. We might be calling them World Cup Champions and the best tag team.
Techno Team 2000, fucking Eric Watts. Damn, that was some horrible theme music there. Oh, God, they're still at the restaurant? You had dessert like an hour ago.
Excuse me, folks. I'm going to have to respectfully ask you to leave. I don't want any trouble. The meal will be on me. but
You haven't paid the bill yet?
Your husband may be coming here tonight. I don't want any trouble.
Rusev? Listen, Rusev doesn't have the balls to come here and do anything.
He should have been there by now.
You already know that, right, babe?
They should have had them having an appetizer when they showed the first clip, because they ate dessert like an hour ago. They've been feeling each other up on the table the whole time. Come on, Lashley. Shouldn't you be like, yeah, you want to get out of here? Isn't that what you're supposed to say? Come on, Lashley. I saw something funny last year around like the holidays time, around Thanksgiving. It was some tweet like, my grandma wanted to make some Thanksgiving desserts, so she Googled cream pies and did not like what she saw. I just laughed for like, I don't know, 30 minutes.
We're fresh, cracked, sizzled, and toasted until golden people.
It's time to come back to the breakfast table. It's time to wake up breakfast with McDonald's.
Did Lana and Bobby Lashley ask for separate checks? That would be not allowed. If I was their server, I'd be like, no. You're paying, Bobby.
That's why we give you access to more jaw-dropping experiences.
It's like an out-of-body experience.
You get up to $750 for our best phones. That's for wrestling.
That's half the fun of a new house. Seeing what people left behind in the attic.
Yeah, I guess we're coming up on the top of the hour here, so I would suppose that maybe Seth might come out for his segment next and explain himself. No, you haven't missed anything, Mike. The manager went and asked Lashley and Lana to leave the restaurant because Rusev might be on his way, but they should already be gone from there. Who hangs around for an hour and a half after dessert? Crazy people, that's who. Did Bobby order spaghetti? I would hope the restaurant that they were at didn't have spaghetti. If they do, it would be like a fresh homemade fettuccine with a bolognese sauce and Parmesan or something.
He's the most lethal Terminator ever created.
Americana, I'm going to help you.
We choose our weapon, and we take
Look how old the Terminator lady is.
I'll be back.
I begged him to come here, and I was tempted.
I was tempted. I'm so calculated.
You pushed so hard on me to come here.
I'm technically single.
Last night, things got steamy between me and David.
You are quite
Like, aside from all the sexual energy going on in a show like that, like, if you take these two people down, sit them down and let them have a conversation with each other, and you tape it and listen to what they say to each other, it's probably the dumbest conversation that you could ever think of happening. Oh, here we are, back at the restaurant, back at the corner booth, the corner banquette. Here comes Rusev. Let him fight. Oh, Lana can climb out the window? Even in the restaurants, they have shaky-ass cameras. What is the cameraman doing? Dumb. I don't think I saw the Star Wars trailer on my thing. A lot of my commercial breaks, I don't see all the commercials. Because I have this weird streaming app. Well, Rusev made it. Take him to jail. Why is Ray coming out here just for a promo? He ain't working. Yeah, Rusev ruined a lot of people's dinner. They go home. How was dinner? Some crazy man with a mustache burst in. Cartwright, party of 3. Why is Ray coming out here for a promo? Is this gonna be more Dominic shit? Huh. Ray, oh, he did the Eddie thing. That's awesome. Oh, you left the last guy hanging, Ray. Lawler, shut up. Ray, promos are not a good idea for you. Bad things happen.
So, I've been training with Cain Velasquez, getting him ready to beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE title at Crown Jewel. I wanted to take a minute out of our time from training to come out here tonight and simply say to everyone here live and to everyone watching on TV, thank you.
No problem, dude.
Thank you from me, from my son Dominic.
They hate Dominic. The fans are like, boo.
The outpouring of love that I've experienced, that my family has experienced.
Is this like when Sean, remember when Sean had the hurt knee? Not the lose the smile thing, but like way years later. And he had to go get surgery and he vowed, he's like, I'm going to be back. I'm not done. I'm not retiring. And he came back. Worked for like another 2 or 3. Because Ray almost retired a few weeks ago, if you remember. Somebody going to come out here and attack him, and if it is, who's it going to be? Like Joe or something?
This is back when I was thinking about retiring.
Oh, back then? You mean like 3 weeks ago?
Like I said, the outpouring of love that you have showed, I am truly a man that has so much to be thankful. Your love has humbled me, and I'm honored for the love that you showed me and my entire family. That's why I want to tell you here personally, straight from my heart, you guys are my family.
The people in Cleveland are your family? Ray, I'm in San Diego. I'm your family.
Son mi familia. Which is why we are all going to celebrate together at Crown Jewel when Cain Velasquez wins the WWE title at Crown Jewel and puts another scar
Lars.
on the face
Oh yeah, Randy Orton's on Raw, right?
Brock Lesnar.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Of course, you already know that.
And there he is.
You plan
My name is Paul Heyman, and I am the executive director of TV for Monday Night Raw. I have not lost my job.
misunderstanding here.
Kevin Owens, that's another good one. Haven't seen him in a while. He's on Raw now.
Undisputed WWE heavyweight champion of
Oh, the Jets caught a pass. That's good.
Lesnar, we're live in Cleveland this evening. Of course you would. Why would you?
What's their total offense in this game? How many yards? Like 11?
Can't be live at Monday Night Raw. Brock Lesnar has been drafted since Friday night SmackDown. Of course, can't be drafted.
Raise a Poblano. Sometimes he's hot, sometimes he's not. Are Poblanos hot and not? I know shishito peppers are. I carry those at the restaurant. They're like 1 in 10. Or 1 in 12. It's like roulette. 1 in 12 will knock you on your ass. The other ones are fine.
You live in this perceptual prison that has sentenced you to the misbelief that there's a man on the face of this planet that can handle Brock Lesnar. And the man that you picked is your son Dominic's godfather, Cain Velasquez. The very same Cain Velasquez who 9 years ago defeated Brock Lesnar for the UFC title, beat, bloodied, victimized, and scarred up Brock Lesnar. And you think it's going to happen again at Crown Jewel. It's not. And here's why. Because every single solitary morning for the past 9 years, when Brock Lesnar goes and
Raw in Nashville on December 2nd.
he sees the scar that has been
Hopefully that'll be a good show. A couple weeks after Survivor Series.
on his soul by Cain Velasquez. And for every single solitary day of those 9 years, Brock Lesnar has been salivating like a beast lusting for revenge. That revenge comes on October 31st at Crown Jewel when you serve up Cain Velasquez on a silver platter like dinner to my beast.
So all this is Crown Jewel hype. I don't think anybody's coming out to attack Ray.
No! You get this through your big, thick head.
Tú le dices a ese cabrón que Cain Velasquez le va a partir toda su madre.
Oh, Shelton's coming out?
Wait. Hold on. I need to get something through my head.
Oh man, is Velasquez there? Is he going to show up and beat up Shelton?
You and your son
I wouldn't be surprised.
annihilated by the beast, and your buddy Cain Velasquez
Especially with it being top of the hour.
in here to defend you.
Gabriel, thank you, man. Thanks for the $2. How am I? I am great. I'm always great.
Doesn't work that way, Sheldon.
I'm rarely ever not great.
He gets a WWE Championship opportunity just for that.
Doesn't work that way, Sheldon. This is a family thing.
It's a family thing. Okay,
Shelton, I have a feeling you're going to get killed.
I got a little secret for you, Ray. I got a buddy too.
Shelton is big.
My buddy is the beast, Brock Lesnar.
Oh, that is true. Minnesota boys.
University of Minnesota, I trained Brock Lesnar. I room with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is my family. And aside from Paul Heyman, there is no one in the WWE that knows Brock Lesnar better than me.
Sheldon, you got this all twisted, man.
No. I think I got it figured out. I think I got it all figured out. You see, I'm going to test
Dominic should come out. Why, get killed again?
to see what
I
happens.
think he's still in the hospital.
If I
ICU.
push you around.
Come on.
Is that how it works?
All right, Velasquez has got to be there, right? This is the top of the hour segment. Get him out there and beat up Shelton. No, he's big compared to anybody. I mentioned this last week when he was in his match. I'm like, yeah, he looks huge. He's got to be 25 pounds heavier than he was when he was with Charlie Haas. Maybe 20. Did Ray tell him to slap him? Here comes Kane. The big green machine. That's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane. Is he gonna take him down, beat him up? He's just doing takedowns and some light ass punches. Now he's choking him. Kane ain't winning that belt, y'all. I don't see it. And that's it. All right. Shout out to the WWE on Fox Twitter page again, who talked to me earlier today. He just said, "Dear WWE Universe, can we stop with the what chants?" Fuck yeah.
Next week at Crown Jewel. And on the subject of Crown Jewel, please welcome my guest. He will be defending his title next week at that same event. The Universal Champion, Seth Rollins.
Hi, Seth.
It seems that the Fiend Bray Wyatt
He called Vince McMahon a weird old man. The fans should be totally happy with him.
I mean, really, it seems like the Fiend has.
He said AEW's minor leagues.
The Fiend has gotten inside my head. The Fiend has gotten inside my head. You know what? Maybe the Fiend has gotten inside my head. But maybe I've gotten inside his head. I mean, I did find
Just don't get inside me. That's all I ask. Other than that, do whatever you got to do, Seth.
Let me tell you something about Bray Wyatt. Let me tell you something about the Fiend. He's different. There's an aura about him that I just can't explain. It's a little off. Once you stepped inside the ring with the Fiend, you're changed. Forever.
What are you looking off in the distance?
Hold on, one second.
CM Punk chance. Was something gonna fall on you again? Oh, Humberto's there. He just happened to be there. And what are you wearing?
You know what? I did burn down the Firefly Funhouse. It's not something I wanted to do.
Why is he explaining himself to Humberto Carrillo? Who cares? I don't think he cares. I don't care. I know why you burned it down. I've been watching TV.
That everyone likes. It's about making the decisions that are right. I burned down the Funhouse, and I would do it again. Look, I heard you say you want to be champ one day.
Well, I admire that. So, as the Universal Champion, let me say, welcome to Monday Night Raw. How about
A match?
you have your first match on Raw against the Universal Champion tonight?
It's a pretty good spot for him. Now.
Right now.
Look how happy he looks. Looks like he's 9 years old. Like getting ready to go trick-or-treating with that fucking thing he's wearing.
I got my full meal just in cheesy tots. Perfect level of crispiness for $1. Perfect level of cheese for $1. It's just great for $1.
Get cheesy tots or crispy taco for $1. Now part of the snacking and saving menu. Only at Burger King.
How come every time I watch Raw, y'all advertise some really unhealthy food?
We present Limu Wimu and Doug with this key to the city.
It's an honor to tell you that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. And now, we need to get back to work.
The front of Humberto's gear kind of resembles like Masquerita Sagrada, but without the mask. It's got that funny thing in front.
This is excitement.
We're literally going to Hogwarts right now.
This is unexpected. This is incredible.
We just got off Packers, and it is by far the best ride.
This is universal.
All right, 24-0 Patriots, third quarter. Let me check my fan. Let me see if Le'Veon Bell's done anything. He's the guy I'm playing against. He's got to score 50 points in order for me to lose. I think I'm safe. He's got 6 points.
That's so scary good. They should be called
I should have won by over 100. I had Matt Stafford on my bench who had a great game. Matt Ryan got me 2 points. I got Stephen Diggs, Amari Cooper. What's his name? Dalvin Cook, who's been going off for Minnesota. And Amari Hooper, tight end for Atlanta, have all had good years for me. They've been carrying my team all year.
For years, the laws in California have protected child molesters and the institutions that have covered for them. Today, those laws have changed. You now have the opportunity to come forward, take action. You can expose your predator, expose those institutions so that kids
It's a creepy commercial.
are safer than you were.
It's a commercial about suing people for child abuse, but the guy in the commercial is creepy as shit.
How's babysitting?
It's going great.
New England got a safety. I turned my head away for 1 second, and they're sacking these fools in the end zone. I love it. Damn, Sam Darnold, 50 yards. Jesus, Jets. I think me and 12 of you could have gone out there and put up a better fight. We'd play both ways, too.
This is the best day ever.
Oh, my God. Look at Big Papa Plump. There's Belichick.
Moving from the Cleveland Browns, because there's been a lot to celebrate recently here in Cleveland, to a huge celebration. It was the grand opening parade of Riyadh's season. They held over 400,000 people on hand, including The Undertaker. Look, there's going to be over 100 special events during this time, but none better, none bigger than WWE Crown Jewel.
So wait, Undertaker is there? I mentioned that. I said he's not booked for the show, but if they wanted to try to get out of the Fiend Seth Rollins match, they could have him interfere. But I think it would be hard to hide him. But it doesn't look like they're hiding him. Damn, they got a parade and shit? What is this? Holy crap. That is a huge float. The Undertaker is there. Crazy.
What an amazing time. What an amazing celebration. But this is going to be what an amazing matchup.
All right, now, do you think maybe Humberto pulls off the upset here? Maybe they give him a big win over the champion? Maybe Vince wants to beat Seth tonight for calling him a crazy old man at an autograph signing. You can have the Fiend interfere and freak Seth out and get some revenge for burning down his funhouse. I wouldn't rule it out. If James Ellsworth beat AJ Styles 3 times, Humberto can get a victory over here over Seth. No big deal. No big thing.
WWE Network, but guys, we have seen Seth Rollins go to some dark, dark places as of late. That's right, Vic. I mean, sometimes the Fiend brings that kind of thing out of you. You're right, he had to.
I'm still predicting 0 title changes for Crown Jewel. 0. Lawler, stop. I'm not going to ask you again.
From NXT to 205 Live and now on Monday Night Raw. And what an opportunity here against Seth Rollins. Can you imagine your first match?
You know, Ramon, maybe that could be a good one. Thank you for the $10. Very generous super chat, dude. The funny thing is years ago, I actually did a Survivor Series 1987 review, but I used a lot of footage. It got pulled down. I'd like to take another stab at that. 2001 is on the calendar for November. I've actually already started working on it, and I want to do 2. So I'm trying to figure out the other Survivor Series to do. A few months ago, I did Survivor Series 2003. That's up on my channel now. I've done Survivor Series 95. I've done 90 and 98. 87 might be a fun one to look back at because that was a big day for me. Something crazy happened to me that day. I got hit by a car on the same day on Thanksgiving Day of Survivor Series 1987. Knocked all my teeth out.
He just found out about this match when we did. Yeah, he hasn't had a whole lot of time to come up with a strategy. That certainly is. And I'll go back to what Dio said, though, King. Do you think that Humberto Carrillo said anything that was blatantly disrespectful? No, I didn't see it.
Do you think you think I might be onto something with Humberto pulling off like a monumental upset here? Wouldn't hurt Seth any to have the Fiend come out here and interrupt and give this kid a huge feather in his cap. Why not? It's the worst that can happen. Are they chanting "We Are Quiet"? Or are they chanting Wyatt? That's actually a funny chant to chant. Like if the fans aren't paying attention and then they start chanting "We Are Quiet," that would be funny. It's funny because they're not quiet. Get it? Of course you do. Oh, the Jets got an interception? Oh, they're coming back? Oh no, the Jets were intercepted. Okay. It must be happening right now because they still got the ball on my TV. They're on the red zone too. They're gonna get picked off in the end zone. They did. Oh my God, Jets, you suck. Anybody a Jets fan in here? Sorry for you. I normally have nothing against your team. You just really, really, really suck.
It's Seth Rollins just kicking out. Rollins might have gotten caught off guard just a little bit here by Humberto Carrillo. I mean, take a look at the balance, the aerial offense. Humberto Carrillo. And Carrillo just sent outside, and now Seth Rollins is going to show you his ability to fly. Universal champion.
Bit by a Gila monster. I can't remember what movie it is. Whenever I see Gila Monster, I think of Martin Lawrence. He was in some movie. He's like, Gila Monster. I don't know what it was, but I always think of him. All right, we're going to commercial, I think. You're a Jets fan, sadly. That's all right. I feel your pain. I'm a Lions fan, and I used to be a Chargers fan until they moved away. I ain't got nothing to cheer for either. What's frustrating about the Lions is I think they actually have a good team this year, but they are coming up short in a lot of games. They're taking teams to the limit. They're scoring a lot. They're getting fucked over by refs. I think they have a much better team than their record. Although Jets, I don't know about. They look like they legitimately suck.
You think your girlfriend is the one?
My favorite band ever? I don't know. It's my favorite band ever is kind of lame. Pearl Jam, I'd probably say. Or I could be super lame and say the Beatles, which they are up there as well, but I don't think I've really thought about it. I don't know if I have an absolute favorite band. Music's not a huge part of my life. I like it, but I don't care much about it at the same time.
What does help for heart failure look like? It looks like Jill heading off on an adventure. Jill has
Whoops.
heart failure medicine that helps her heart, so she can
All right, since it's commercial, I got a quick chance to step away for a second. I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Entresto has proven superior to helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. It helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or allospirin, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium.
The beat goes on.
Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure.
Where to next?
Entrust your heart to Entresto.
The beat goes on.
The Dish voice remote just got even more powerful. Why did we put so much technology in there?
You don't think I've watched a lot of football? You want to put a little wager on it? Bet.
So you can settle that bet without ever taking your eyes off the game.
How many do you want football teams on it?
What you do with that power?
That's gotta hurt.
Well, that is totally up to you.
Don't look so sad, man. Come on, we're having fun.
New Dish voice remote with the Google Assistant. Dish, tuned into you.
Hey, brother. What's happening? Brother?
All right, I am back. Oh, that's the one I like. The Brett and Sean and Hogan and Austin one.
This is a Jimmy John sandwich, made with all natural meats, hand-sliced veggies, and fresh baked bread. And this is the new Little John, available for only $3.
Foo Fighters I like too.
Almost identical.
A lot.
Almost. Good job. Okay.
Universal champion in control of Humberto Carrillo. This match, of course, happening after Seth Rollins believes Humberto Carrillo made some criticizing comments towards Universal champion earlier tonight.
Well, it led to a match pretty quick. I mean, I was surprised that Humberto even brought it up. I'm like, that's weird and random. So now that explains it. Good point, Dorian Moore. I have not seen the women tonight. To be honest with you, there aren't many of them. Who's on the women's roster on Raw? Charlotte and Becky, Kabuki Warriors, Natalya. Who else? Alexa and Nikki were traded away. I don't think Becky has any challengers outside of Charlotte.
See Seth Rollins talking a little bit of trash to his opponent, and this is a bit uncharacteristic of Rollins. I mean, is it true that the Fiend is starting to show the cracks maybe in the facade of Seth Rollins?
Oh yeah, Hanson. Hanson's my favorite band ever.
Seth Rollins' head right now.
They're the best.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt is living rent-free right now. Oh, in the mind of Seth Rollins. And Rollins now trying to teach Humberto Carrillo a little bit about respect. As Carrillo
Ooh, nice jawbreaker.
nice separation. And for Carrillo,
We gotta have the Fiend coming out here, you would think.
kick between the eyes.
So, flying Insiguri.
On the champion has to realize that all it takes is one mistake, and you're no longer the champion.
It's an interesting move. Spaz Phoenix, dude. Good to see you. Thank you for the $13.99. Awesome. Appreciate it, man. For anyone looking for something different, I have a review / highlights from Destiny's Haywire event last Sunday tomorrow at 7 p.m. Highlights are Josh Alexander versus Marty Scurll, Spears versus Decker. Oh, that's interesting. And this is a show you were, because that's in your local group, right? Awesome. Yeah, go show support to Spaz Phoenix. Hook him up with a subscription. Watch his reviews. Nope. Liv Morgan, that's the other one I was thinking of. I think Lacey is on SmackDown. So aside from Liv, the Kabukis, Natty, Charlotte, and Becky, I don't know who else they have. Ruby Riott will be on the comeback trail at some point. Sarah Logan, I'm sure, will remain on Raw because the Viking Raiders are there. So there's a couple women here and there. Rhonda, they don't want her for Fox. Might be coming back to Raw at some point, too. But you don't have a whole lot. I mean, if Becky's the champion, like, where are her challengers? How hard is it to keep a belt when nobody can contend with you right now? You fight Charlotte every week? We don't want that. I don't know if Lana counts either. Zelina doesn't really count. They don't get in the ring much. Part of me thinks we might also see eventually the Usos and Naomi head to Raw as well. Because I'm sure Naomi will stay with wherever they are. So that could be a good addition to the women's division and the tag, bringing the Usos back. Oh, thank you, Dustin. Naomi, Nia, and Iconic. Oh, that's right. The Iconics are there. Damn, that was a good kick. Jesus. I think Nirvana gets the overrated stigma. A lot of people say that. I think that's basically because they've been really overplayed in the last, 30 years. So that automatically sparks those things, but at the time that they were around, they were super trend-setting. They really changed the entire industry. They were the shift from the hair band into the not hair band. Hairspray and makeup and all that was gone. And it all started with them. But when you die and commit suicide in 1994, you can't make any more albums. So all you can ever play is all the stuff they ever did. And if you do that for 30 years, you're going to have fans saying they're overrated. That's where all that sparks from. For a while there, it seemed like saying Nirvana was overrated was a very in thing to say. I saw a lot of people saying it at once. I was like, I just think they're kind of overplayed. That's all. Damn. Is he going to stomp him and beat him here? Or is the lights going to go out? No, he'll get the win. All right. Hey, I love hairbands too. But it was time for them to move on. No Fiend? I thought we'd get the lights out and... Thoughts on Joe Cronin? Joe's my homie. He pops into the chat here every now and then and says hello. I'm cool with pretty much everybody in the community. Joe's awesome. Well, it was a pretty good match and rub for the kid anyway, just working with Seth. Two real good wrestlers having a real good match. Nothing wrong with that. Is he gonna go back and kick his ass? And turn heel? I gave him props. Oh, SoCal Uncensored Twitter account is tweeting out that while WrestleMania happening at the new Inglewood Stadium is the most likely, which I agree, that's what I'm holding out hope for 37, will be here, was told the LA Coliseum also submitted a package in the hope of hosting it. So they'll be coming West Coast here very soon. We're trying to decide if we should maybe try to make Tampa work this year and go to WrestleMania, but if they announce the very next day that they're coming here next year, might just want to wait for that. Not sure yet.
WWE Crown Jewel pay-per-view, streaming live on WWE Network, 1 week from Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern. $10 tenders box is a tasty feast for two. It's packed with 6 tenders, 2 sides, and 2 buttery biscuits. Did I mention it's all just $10?
That's why I hate Twitter. People are like giving this match shit. Seth and Humberto. It's a 3-hour Raw. Like, what's wrong with having a champion just have a little tune-up against a semi-good quality opponent and having a pretty decent little match? There's worse things that they could do with their 3 hours, you know? Like, to shit on that is just to shit for the sake of shitting. That's stupid. I had no issues with that match at all. Drew Muckway, thank you for the $5, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing this for us every week. No problem. Hey, I'm doing it for me too. I like hanging out with you guys and watching Raw. It's good for the channel. And appreciate that. We suffer through somehow. Ramon Coffee, thank you for $5 as well, dude. You are awesome. Do you listen to rap music? If so, who is your favorite rapper? Mine is Cube. Cube's up there. If I listen to rap music mostly back in the day. Again, I don't know if I have a favorite rapper either, but I listen to Ice Cube and I listen to Dre and Snoop, and I liked Eminem and all that shit. Eazy-E and NWA back in the day had all their shit. Slick Rick. That was kind of like my generation there. I liked a lot of the 90s rap acts. Most of them.
In a country hungry for unity, the $5 cheeseburger and fries from TGI Fridays is here. So let's come together for America's favorite meal and become one nation under cheeseburger. Our tasty signature cheeseburger and fries for $5. All day, all night for a limited time. TGI Fridays.
No. There it is. A freshly prepared breakfast.
Damn, that's quite a list. GTS. Or OTRS. Oh yeah, him too. Some of us been around a long time. Yeah, even though I'm cool with like every single YouTuber out there, the folks that do the yelling and screaming, that's not in my wheelhouse at all, and I really don't watch them. But in terms of like my relationship with anybody and stuff, it's all good. I don't start wars. I got better things to do, trust me.
If you're even considering getting a high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
You can do it. All right, we down to the last 25 minutes, y'all. We're going to survive somehow. This is good.
At finishyourdiploma.org.
When I was your age, I was just like you.
When you were my age, you ain't my age yet, lady. 2 Live Crew, man.
But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows? Maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
We are the most exclusive brand of combat in the world. If you've been looking for something.
Oh yeah, what album was that? WWE guys did a whole bunch of shit. They've always done that. Wyclef. Back in the Full Metal days, it was like Megadeth and God, they've done so many different bands in and out and shit.
I'm finally getting the freedom to be a badass.
No, I liked in the 90s was Young MC, Bust a Move. Shit like that. I always liked that stuff growing up.
This is the best day ever.
Oh, is Corey Graves on Total Divas now too? Oh, R-Truth. I hope he finds those little pricks. Might be the wrong one.
That's the wrong guy.
How can you tell them apart, referee? Oh, God. I hate them.
So there are 2 of them. R-Truth is at a distinct disadvantage without Carmella.
Funhouse is back. They rebuilt it already? They found 3 more pictures and cardboard? That fast? Cool. Well, I mean, I'll give Doug, even though I thought Bray Wyatt might show up in that Seth Rollins match, I'm kind of glad he didn't, you know. This is not his brand. All right, here we go. Mystery point in time. I guess I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go be in this match. Oh, I loved Kid and Play. I actually liked Kid and Play. House Party. Fucking awesome movie. Underrated character in that movie was the dad. Was Kid's dad. I think he had like a cartoon after him. Angelo does look a little bit like D'Lo. Or a lot like D'Lo, I should say. Yeah, so it's going to be... I'm curious who the person's going to be. Maybe it'll be a third Street Profiter. I'm thinking they're going to announce their partner, and then the OC's going to come out, and then we're going to do a commercial, and then we're going to have the match. Something like that. Baby his kids, yeah. To this day, I have friends, we still say, you smell something? Who's their partner? Oh, they're bringing the OC out first before they announce the partner. Okay. I'm going to get off the chat because you guys might be a minute ahead of me and I don't want to be spoiled. I'm hoping it's going to be somebody legit. I like, no, AJ's gonna think they don't have a partner. They do this shit all the time. This is bad writing.
You said had your back. Where's he at?
Every time there's a mystery partner, they do this.
Were you lying to us?
And then the opponent thinks there's not gonna be one.
He's invisible. Is that it?
Like, that's how stupid they are.
No. Here, I got a better one.
AJ, I know you think the earth is flat and everything, but you gotta be smarter than this.
Where's the truth of the matter? You couldn't find anybody to watch your back after what the OC did to you last week.
AJ, I'm pretty sure you're about to be surprised here, buddy. Oh, we're gonna get a replay too? Even better. Let's drag this out.
Unofficial host of Monday Night Raw. When the OC is already here. Hey, welcome to the fam.
Welcome to the family.
All right, let's get it. Are we gonna go to commercial first? Ah, I knew it. Son of a bitch. All right, I'll go back to the chat. Every time they do this.
Whoever tried to kill you is still out there.
Whoever's out for me, they're not gonna wait for you.
With Domino's new delivery,
Atom bomb.
if your delivery isn't what you expected,
He does not look the same, man. When he had that second run, he had that kind of rebirth in WCW as Wrath, and he looked so good. Like, even pre-Chronic. He went on a winning streak. I think Nash actually beat him. But he was just a beast. He's a guy that might have suffered a little bit from, like, the Clicks influence, because he had a lot of size on him, and then his WCW, he looked so much better in WCW. He was not in the same shape in WWE as he was in WCW. He just looked like a monster. Scary monster. Could have done more.
Smoking as a team can stunt your lungs, keeping them
Poor little lungs.
So who are we taking bets here? John Morrison, Matt Riddle, Balor, no. I think Morrison or Riddle would be the two best. I mean, unless they did a Samoa Joe or something. But why Joe? Except for the hating AJ Styles part.
You have opinions. But if it's on there, it has to mean something. So we make sure this means something. That we've done everything to make your shopping, test driving, and car buying experience the way it should be. CarMax.
Could be Randy Orton, could be Kevin Owens. Yeah, so there's a few guys it could be. Randy Orton, would he make a lot of sense? I don't know if he would.
This is an ad for a chip so iconic, we don't need a logo. It's the three-sided crunch. You know, that cheesy, spicy, crispy, crunchy flavored Pat Bodega snack that rhymes with I need those.
Edge. Yikes.
No logo? It's another level.
Could be Edge.
We both should.
Don't think it's Edge. James Ellsworth. Could be James Ellsworth. Is he still around? He's doing things? Are people actually booking him? And after everything he did?
Since we moved here, I've been noticing it. I think the house is changing hands. Into his father. Is it scary?
It's in eco mode, so don't touch it. I can't stop this from swinging. It must be drafts in here.
But he did save a bunch of money bundling our home and auto with Progressive.
Progressive can protect you from the killing of parents, but we can't protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
All right, get back from commercial. I want to see who this partner is. We all drag shit out.
Because we make our meat with the good of the deli and no artificial preservatives. Make every sandwich count with Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh. We fed beef lovers a Whopper with no beef.
You can't imitate beef, it just tastes better.
Turns out these beef lovers love plants too.
That's impossible, I'm a damn fool.
Try the impossible.
I'm a damn fool.
From plants, only at Burger King. Or get it delivered via Uber Eats.
No, I'll just have one made out of meat, thank you.
SmackDown moves to FS1 as Crown Jewel confrontations erupt. casket. Brock is big, but he ain't the baddest. Face to face. I've been waiting for this moment for 10 long years. Plus, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair will be live with their teams 1 week from an epic battle at WWE Crown Jewel. Friday Night SmackDown for one night only on FS1. Live this Friday.
All right, let's get to it. Show us. Oh, they're actually ringing the bell? Come on. Crap, now we have to have the match before somebody comes out? They are. Who's the third man?
I'll tell you what, guys, I don't think it's a good idea that the OC riled up the Street Profits. They look like they're all fun and games backstage, maybe a little bit in the ring too, but they can go in between the ropes. Watch your back, watch your back. Angelo Dawkins giving Carl Anderson no room to breathe. Sending him right back in for another drop kick from Montez Ford. Look at the height from the floor to the chin. That's a great point.
No, they're going to get a partner. Could be Cena. Oh, it could be Cena. That's a good option there, crushed Big D. Could be Cena. Except I think he'd be out there with him if it was. But he definitely probably doesn't like AJ, and he's been beat up by the OC a lot. Cena would make sense. Not sure if Morrison would make much sense. They should do a reverse NWO. Oh, so AJ's not even out there anymore? It's just a regular tag? It's not even 3-on-2? That's dumb. It's Buck, zoom off. I think Buck Zumhofe is living that James Ellsworth life even more.
Well, right now, it's no laughing matter came from the Street Profits. And this is their debut on Monday Night Raw. King, don't you remember your debut on Raw? I remember that the Street Profits were making fun of the OC about like their 90s reference.
Kevin Nash, amen, on Twitter. I guess I've never understood how someone that never played for a team or university whatsoever live and die for it. You're a spectator. You weren't chosen to participate. Guess it gives one a feeling of belonging to something. If it makes them happy, go for it. Coming from North Carolina and living there for so long, the way there were so many die-hard Duke and North Carolina fans. I bleed Carolina blue when not one member of their family came anywhere near that college or going there. Same thing with Duke. Like, at least if you went there, I understand, like, college kids and freshmen going nuts for their team and painting their faces and going apeshit. But to be a lifelong, living, breathing, bleeding the team colors from a college you didn't go to? That's weird. I agree, Big Sexy. I agree. Damn, Montez. He takes bumps, man.
When the OC were kids, their social network was called Outside. And they just threw the Street Profits outside the ring. Carl Anderson.
That's true. That applies to me, too. My social network was called Outside. So it could be. We never even brought up CM Punk. That would be even crazier. Yeah. Talk about breaking the internet. I kind of don't want it to be CM Punk because if it is, I'm going to have to stay up here and do an immediate video on it. And I don't want to. I want to make some dinner. Spring Stampede 99. I have that. Pay-per-view right up there in VHS. Who was in that? Was that the Brett? That wasn't Brett and Benoit. I forgot who even headlined that thing. Jerry Blackwell? No, he's not the mystery partner. He wouldn't fit in with the Street Profits. And he certainly can't rap like them. That's for sure. Let's just go watch Wrestle Rock Rumble. You'll find out all about his ability. You're in a 2K career mode. The Rock is president. Samoa Joe has a robot arm. Nikki Cross lives in the Wyatt barn. And there's a WrestleMania 2029. Cool. You think the Yeti will come out there and double hump AJ Styles? Sheamus? I mean, at this point, if they're saving whoever this surprise is for the last thing that we see tonight, it's got to be something. But then again, they closed with Lashley and Lana a couple of weeks ago, so.
Switch and get 4 lines for $25 per line per month with unlimited gigs, plus 4 free LG Style-Fi phones, all on our super reliable, super fast nationwide network.
Rajiv, you logged into my video. How'd you get my password?
And now for their service to the community, we present Limu Limu and Doug with this key to the city.
Well, right in the middle of a big main event, buddy. Apparently, the Street Profits have got some surprise partner that hasn't come out yet, and we are in the second commercial break of the match with 7 minutes left in the show. So something's got to happen. Oh man, it could be Cedric. True, but is that who they're going to save for the end? That would be funny if it was Cedric. Twitter will freak out. Okay, here's an idea. Maybe it's Cedric, but he turns heel and joins the OC. Loud ambulance coming by. Damn, y'all throwing out some names. Mordecai, Enzo, Ohio.org. Find it here. Okay. Greg Gagne, he sucks. I think there used to be a baseball player in the 80s named that too, Greg Gagne. All right, we got 6 minutes left here for them to do something. Wish I could fast forward. I kind of think wherever Morrison, if he does come in, he should be on the same brand as The Miz. Seems like a natural first direction to go. Shamrock worked Bound for Glory last night. Came up short. I didn't even know. I had no idea the card of that match. I just saw a lot of the results coming across. Maybe it's Ronda Rousey.
We've already seen the numbers game come into effect for the OC, and now we're seeing the OC usually covered by Carl Anderson. Another kick out. The veteran advantage to
All right.
making it so hard for Montez.
I thought we'd already know by now who the partner was.
I sort of feel bad for the Street Profits. They haven't been around a long time. They don't know many of the guys in the back right there, and they just probably couldn't find somebody to come and help them. No matter what you think, King of the Street Profits, you got to admit one thing: the OC was upset last week. Said the Street Profits were walking on their turf, and thus far, the OC has sent the message loud and clear to the Street Profits here tonight. It's about seniority. The OC's been around here a long time. They've kicked a lot of butts. They've taken a lot of names.
Lawler, be quiet.
Street Profits has come in, all in here, run their mouth for several weeks about what they're going to do. The King, I thought you said they weren't threatened by the Street Profits. Well, I think they're not. They're showing you they're not.
Montez Ford are now trying to fight back and double clothesline. Both superstars down. And this is the best chance deal for Montez Ford to make a tag because he desperately got to make it.
All right, we got 4 minutes left. We got just enough time for a hot tag, a flurry of offense, and a close finish, and then some sort of person. But at this point, it's got to be somebody big. If it was Cedric, he'd be out there. If it was somebody else, they'd be out there. So if this is going to be some surprise return, it's got to be somewhat major.
Montez Ford, Carl Anderson just measuring. Oh, for a sidestep. Carl Anderson, tag now. You got to tag now. WWE Universe trying to will on.
Come on, Montez, you're almost there.
Ford, halfway there. Can he make it? Come on. Angelo Dawkins.
All right, Angelo doing some pummeling here on the OC. We'll see what happens.
Dawkins just decleated and applauded Carl Anderson.
He's on a roll. Stay out of his way. 7 years ago, Angelo Dawkins entered the WWE Performance Center. And he's gone from the Performance Center, grinding in there. He's gone to NXT Largo. He's gone to NXT TV. This is his moment.
Oh, wait. Oh, Gallows saving Carl Anderson. Montez Ford is legal for the Street Profits. What an uppercut from Gallows. And wait a minute. Dawkins takes out Gallows.
It's going to be funny if they do have a big surprise here with everybody overreacting on Twitter. This is so stupid. Maybe there's a reason for it. Or maybe it really is stupid. Especially if they win here. No, okay, he kicked out. I'm like, huh? Maybe I take that back.
Well, we saw exactly what he did. He tried to cut a corner at AJ Styles and hand deliver a victory to the OC.
Well, you guys always talking about the numbers game. I blame the Street Profits for coming out here and knowing it was going to be 3-on-2.
The numbers game again.
They're throwing AJ out. Y'all got like 1 minute of this show. You don't have time to throw anybody out. Oh, it's Kevin Owens. That...
Here it comes. Carl Anderson. Tag to Montez Ford. Rise up, young man, and make yourself a legend.
Okay, they're going to win here. I stand corrected. Anybody on Twitter that said this match was stupid, it was. They advertised a 6-man all week. Made a big deal about it. And then they didn't even do it. Like what? Was maybe Owens was not cleared?
After a sneaky tag made there, and Montez Ford jumping into the sky to finish the OC, earning them a victory in their first match on Monday Night Raw. Look at the height.
Montez feeling froggy. Look at the reach. Boom. Without landing, Montez Ford stuck it.
All right, kind of a... I had no problem with the main event match the way it was, but why did you like try to tease some surprise when it was just Owens, who could have joined them in the match? Don't know what the hell to make of that. All right, that's the end of Monday Night Raw. They didn't execute that main event well. The funny thing is, I didn't even think this Raw was like that horrendously bad. Just I don't know what the hell they were doing there in the main event and that sort of thing. So anyway, we survived another one somehow. Got some good news for you. I think there's a pretty good chance I'll be up here for a live stream immediately following AEW Dynamite and NXT this Wednesday. I'll be home to watch that. And I might come up and do just a quick review or just discuss the shows and what we saw and that sort of thing. It'll be in live stream form. Won't be a huge deal, but I should be up on Wednesday doing that. Working on a couple of other things, couple of reviews, and then I'll be back here for a Winged Eagle on Saturday. So you will get some content this week, that I promise you. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. It was fun, as always, as these Mondays always are. And you guys have a good rest of your night. And I'll talk to you real soon. Thanks again, guys. Peace.